Hello, 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 everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? This is Shalina Diva, the Purpose Driven Diva, and I'm so excited to go live tonight, you guys. I actually wasn't going to go live, but I love to go live so much because I love to teach. But I decided to go live tonight because I wanted to talk about a few things that was on my heart, and I know that a lot of new coaches struggle with. Okay, you guys. So those of you who know me, you know what the deal is. You know who I am. But those of you who don't, I am Shalina Diva, the Purpose Driven Diva. I love to show women how to discover, invest, value, and appreciate their lives and business. And I also show women how to take what they know and turn it into cash. Whether it's the knowledge that you've gleaned from your formal education, whether it is the skill sets that you've gleaned from corporate America, or if it's the valuable life lessons that you've learned through the obstacles you've overcome in life, I can show you how to take what you know and turn it into a thriving online coaching business. Through my company, Best Selling Year, we help you to achieve this by showing you how to build a profitable personal brand, how to create content marketing that positions you as an expert and gets you paid, and lastly, how to create those digital products and services where you package up your brilliance and you sell them online, okay? That's that in your sleep money. That is that you do it once you get paid over and over again money. Okay, you guys. So if you're excited about that, say hello. Let me know, where are you tuning in from? Where are you tuning in from? Okay, we have YouTube. This is the first. YouTube is the first to say hello. So what's up? Is that Kathleen? What's up, Kathleen? How you doing? Everybody else, say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from and drop your website. Drop the link to your website, okay? Or drop the link to your latest offer because I will love, 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 love to support you. Okay, so now that we got all of that out of the way, Shalina, what are you talking about tonight? I'm so glad you asked. This is for new coaches. I specialize in helping new coaches, speakers, and consultants to build their online coaching business, okay? And one of the major questions that I get asked all the time is what to charge, how much should I charge, should I give discounts, should I do it free, or if I should, increase my prices, and when should I increase my prices and how? So there's a lot of questions around pricing, okay? All right, okay. So Kathleen, she is from Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida is in the house. That's what's up. I'm from Philly. For those of you who don't know, I am from Philadelphia. So how many of you, before I get started, I want to see what's in the room. I want to scan the room. How many of you actually struggle with pricing? If you do, type a P in the comments, just a lowly P. P for pricing in the comments, because that lets me know that, I'm in the, I'm in the hunt, and I'm actually talking about something that you actually care about. That's another thing. You want to talk about what your ideal clients care about, okay? So Kathleen, she is hanging in there on YouTube. She said, yes, she struggles with pricing. All right. So a lot of times when we have a lot of new coaches, they tend to do things for free all of the time, or they give steep discounts. And a couple of times last week, and definitely yesterday, I talked about why that is dangerous, why you should not do everything for free. If you do things if free plus strategy equals genius. One day I will break down that strategy to you guys. Maybe I'll make that a YouTube video where I will teach you a very simple but powerful strategy of how you can do something for free and make it work for you instead of doing something for free and having people take advantage of you. Okay. All right, all right, all right. We got Shakima S. Perry in the house. All right, so she is from Richmond, Virginia, and she is a purpose and business coach. Shout out to Shakima. All right, so Shakima, have you ever dealt with pricing issues before? If you have, type a P in the comments. So a lot of times they new coaches do everything for free because you're not sure of yourself, you're not sure of really the value that you bring. And, most of the time, let's be honest, you're afraid for people to tell you no. If you put a price on something, you're afraid that people won't buy, or you're afraid that they'll say no. So rejection is a huge factor. I used to deal with this too. That's why I can speak to this so clearly. So a lot of you, it's rejection. Now, if you can relate to the rejection part, type a R in the comments for rejection, right? Type a R in the comments for rejection, because a lot of people, actually, that is a form of feedback. You are afraid to get feedback, and feedback is you put a product or service out there, and guess what? Nobody buys it, and so the feedback that you get is no one's interested. What I put out there isn't good. You start internalizing all of these things, which can be dangerous because, like I said last night, you can have the right products, in the right message, but the wrong audience. And so if you have the right message, if you have the right message and the right product, but the wrong audience, no matter what you put out to them, they'll never buy. And then you're judging yourself. You may get discouraged. You may quit. So that's why you have to really judge feedback. But a lot of people are afraid to put something out there and put a price tag on it because people will say no. Well, I'm here to tell you that in business, you're in business to solve problems for a fee. So you're supposed to be compensated. You're supposed to be paid. So if you're doing everything for free, you do not have a business. You have a hobby. And what you're doing is you're training your audience to not pay you. So when you do everything for free, you're training your audience not to pay you. And then when you put something out that has a price tag on it, even if it's small, they're not going to pay because you've trained them that everything with you is for free. Am I making sense to anyone? Am I making sense? So Shakima says, my masterclass will teach you how to sell $3,000 worth of books. All right. So she has a class coming up. Check out that link. So shout out to Shakima S. Perry for that. So a lot of times what happens is, you're afraid to put yourself out there, because people won't buy. But when you make everything free, you are training your people. All right. Kathleen says, this is good and needed. Yes, you're training people how to deal with you, right? Hold on one second. This is my son. It's my son. Hi, handsome.
Hi, beautiful.
Hey, I'm actually doing a live stream right now.
Oh.
Yeah. You want to say hi to the people? Say hey. They can hear you. Say hey.
Hey.
And my son says, hey, y'all. All right. So I'll call you back. I love you.
I love you too.
Peace, baby.
Bye.
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 Mwah, 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 mwah. Good night.
Good night.
Right. Okay, sorry, I had to take that. That's my baby. I had to take that. All right. So Kathleen says this is good and it's needed. So thank you so much. So you don't want to do everything for free because you're training your audience not to pay you. All right. So then some of you are like, okay, I'm not doing it for free, Shalina, but you're doing it for like $7, $10, $17, really, really cheap, right? And I'm here to tell you, okay, if you're not doing it for free anymore and you put a price tag on it, I'm not going to be too hard on you because you have to start somewhere. And I'm a coach and I understand that there's growth and there's levels. But if you stay at that low price, like once again, everything can have a strategy. You can do something for free and have a strategy. How many of you would love for me to teach you the free plus strategy equals genius method? If you do, type genius in the comments because I will gladly teach you all that method, okay? Hey, Shar, what's up? What's up? What's up? I would gladly teach you that. If you want me to, type genius in the comments, right? Now, you're like, okay, Shalene, I don't do everything for free now. I'm at 17 and you're still low. Okay, if you're there for a little bit, I won't get on you too much because, okay, you're working your way up. But you can't stay there either because you're going to begin to attract cheap people. And cheap people, one thing, somebody might be cheap, but they know quality when they see it. That's why they're always trying to get you to bring the price down, right? So you don't want your pricing too cheap because you're going to attract cheap people and they're going to try to get you to get even cheaper. And it's not going to be good. You're going to attract low energy people. So when you price yourself too low, you're going to attract low energy people, and you don't want that. So Kathleen says genius. She wants me to tell her. Shakima wants me to tell her. Shar wants me to tell you. So I will do that next week. I will teach you all my strategy of when you do something for free, how to really make it work for you and how to earn money off of doing something for free. So you guys got to remind me of that, right? So I can teach that strategy. Now, if you're doing things at a lower price, lower ticket price, I don't want you to stay there either because you're going to invite the wrong energy and the wrong people. And I'm here to tell you first, from a first case experience, when I would price my stuff really low and I had no strategy, because I teach my clients how to price things low at a certain point, but it's a strategy behind it, and they make a lot of money from it, and then they grow. But when I used to price things too low, I would attract a certain type of person, and they want the world for 5 cents. They want you to give them the world for 5 cents. They want to hog up your time. They just think that you're their personal assistant. Like, you want to stay away from the cheap people, but you attract them with your low prices. Okay, you will attract them with your low prices. So now it begs the question: well, Shalina, okay, I'm not doing things for free anymore. I'm no longer doing things, for the low ticket. But how do I increase my price? I'm so glad you asked, because remember, I'm gonna give you the free plus strategy equals genius. I'm going to teach that to you guys next week for free. Okay, I'm going to teach it to you next week for free. But the thing is, what you should have been doing the whole time, you guys. All right, so Wendy Henderson, this is awesome. You're welcome. What you should have been doing the whole time is collecting social proof. How many of you know what social proof is? Social proof are things like testimonials, video testimonials, written testimonials, before and after pictures, right? Recommendations, all kinds of pictures of you in action. So all along, when you were doing things for free and when you were doing things for cheap, you should have been collecting testimonials from those people. Collecting their testimonials, before and afters, all of that stuff. That's your treasure trove. That's one of the ways that you're going to now increase your price and feel comfortable. Because remember, people buy results. So even though you may be like new and like a new kid, if you have results, if you have the things I mentioned, the social proof, people will believe. They will believe what their eyes see. They'll be like, okay, and they will invest. So some of you are not intentional about collecting social proof. You don't get testimonials. You don't take pictures. You don't do before and after pictures. You don't get video. You don't do any of those things, right? You have to start doing that and being intentional, because those results are one of the ways you're going to be able to increase your price. Because now you can say, I have provided results for people. These are the results that people have from working with me, and you post those, and you don't hide those. You share those, because it makes people feel more comfortable paying you, especially when you start wanting to increase your prices. So now we're talking about social proof. I need a note taker. Social proof is very important. Please write that down. Social proof. You need it if you want to increase the price, because people are going to be like, well, who else have you worked with, or who else used your services before? Can I take a look at something else you've done for? That's all social proof. So you want to already have that, because you're being intentional and you are future proofing your business, because you want to grow, you want to charge higher prices. People are going to need to see social proof. All right, so somebody type down social proof for me, right? The next thing you're going to do, if you want to, so Shakima says social proof is very important. Yes, it is. So the next thing that you want to do when you want to increase the price, you want to look out into the marketplace, look at your competition. Look at your competition as successful. What are they charging for similar products and services? What kind of results are they getting for other people? And then you judge it to what you're doing. And if your competition, who's like on the ball, like it's like they're doing well, they're excellent, they're amazing at what they do, and you're similar, and let's just say they're charging $500 for a service that you're currently charging like $97, $67 for, what you can do is you can say, wow, well, because you want to scope them out. They offer this. This is what they do that. These are the kind of results they get. This is what I do. These are the results that I've gotten. So what you want to do is you can say, hey, well, they're charging $5. I'm at $1. I'm not trying to undercut anybody. You start slowly raising yours up to where that market standard is. Especially people who are doing well in the marketplace. You raise up your standards. Okay, so Shar is following. She says social proof is very important. She came and said social proof is very important. So you want to begin to slowly raise the bar, because you want to be where the standard is, right? You want to be there. And then I also teach a method where you can look and say, you know what? If the standard is here and they're producing these results, and I actually produce results here, you could charge slightly more and feel confident. Why? Because you have the results. The other thing that you can do to raise your results is the things people don't think about. Up level your presentation. Like when you go live, do you look good going live? People pay attention to that, right? Your website, can you spruce up your website? The emails, everything that you touch, your graphics and all that, can you up level that some? Because when you up level those, your visuals, you begin to attract different kinds of people, and people are attracted to those things, right? And then you get other people talking, word of mouth, other people talking about you. You can comfortably raise your prices. But here's the key. If you, the individual, if you're not growing, like as your skill sets are growing, as your results are growing, if you're not growing as a person, it's not going to work, because you're not going to be in alignment. You have to develop a better relationship with money. Realize that when you perform a service, you deserve to be compensated, right? And then you grow. Or, with your business, do you take it seriously? Some people, like, I take my business seriously, and my bank account shows it, that I take it seriously. Even though we're online and it's virtual, I take it extremely seriously because it's my business. And I have a saying. My saying is this: when you become serious about your business, your bank account becomes serious about you. And I can attest to that. I can truly attest to that. But are you growing as a person? Are you running your business like a business? Do you have procedures and processes and steps in place? Because if you want to start charging people $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, you better have some processes and procedures in place to onboard them, to make them feel comfortable. You can't just say, I have some coaches out, and I don't know all of what they teach, but they teach people, oh, I can help you to create a 4-figure offer. And I'm like, okay, but are they a 4-figure offer person? Because if you're raggedy about your business, you have poor customer service, and you're not even mature, and you don't have a good relationship with money, and like you don't deliver and do what you say, that's not going to last long. And people are going to constantly be requesting refunds. So you must grow as a person. And that's what I had to do. I had to totally up level myself, and people say, oh, it doesn't really matter how I look. It just matters what I say. On what planet? It does matter how you look, because people need to feel comfortable. People need to feel confident in you. You need to exude confidence. Your posture has to be one of a leader, someone who is confident, so that when they fork over that money, they feel like they've made a great investment. So simply working on yourself, simply just putting on a little bit of makeup before you go live, and just making sure your hair looks good. And I have a class that teaches you how to create visual backgrounds like this. Like, this is, I don't care what y'all say, this is impressive, because it's like we're hanging out on the terrace in New York. Okay, you can't tell me that it's not, because it is. That's why I picked it. But it's like, it catches your attention, it feels really good, and it's well produced. Please don't think that it doesn't matter. People pay more attention, right? So she came and said, slowly raise your prices. You can raise them slowly, or you can, but you can raise them. Okay. And you raise them as you build yourself up, you can raise them, right? Shara says, up level your presentation. Yes, it's so important that you up level your presentation, right? And she says, have processes and procedures in place to onboard your clients. Yes, my clients, when they come to me, they say, oh, wow, you're very efficient. Yes, I am. Because as much as I can, I've thought about the process. Are they perfect? No, but I've thought about these processes, and I try to make it as easy and as simple for you as possible. And I'm constantly growing and evolving. So Tamara says, hey, up level. Yes, you must up level everything. And Tamara, she has lately been up leveling her appearance. Like, do you have green eyes, Dr. T? I don't know what color her eyes are, but I think they're like green. But I never noticed them before. I promise you, I'm not trying to be smart. I never noticed her green eyes before. Why haven't I? Because she never she pulls the hair back now. It's all big and pretty, and she puts on makeup, and I see them now. I never saw them before. She looks drop dead gorgeous in her lives. And she puts her green screen up. She looks amazing, and you're going to begin to attract a higher level of clientele and a higher level of energy of people. This is what happens. So it's not just, oh, I'm raising my prices and that's it. No, you put the work in, you get those results, you get your social proof, you have people talking about you, you up level your appearance, you up level your visuals, you up level your customer service. Because if you want somebody to hand over $5,000, $3,000, $4,000 to you, you just can't run roughshod over people. You must make them feel good. Okay, gotta make them feel good. Oh, so Dr. T, so your eyes are green. I never noticed them before until recent. I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe it's the red lipstick she wears now and it makes her eyes pop. But I was like, oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. She has green, she has these gorgeous green eyes. I've never seen them before until recent. So people think that it's being superficial, or they think that it doesn't matter, but you guys, it all matters. It all matters, right? And so recently, I have rolled out a done for you service through my company. And for years, people have been asking me to do this. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Because I'm the kind of coach where I will teach you how to do it and you do it yourself. And that has worked. I mean, I got a lot of great results. But there are some people who are like, listen, I just don't have the time, Shalina. I don't have the time to create this stuff. Can you create it for me? So I finally acquired like a done for you client, and it's because it was just like they were like, I'm not doing this, I don't have the time. And so I said, okay, so I'm excited. I took on this client and I'm excited, and I got another one shortly after. And the thing is, for me to do done for you services, it starts at 5,000 and it goes up. And the old me would have been like, oh my gosh, no, 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 like trying to give people deals and all that. But no, it starts it starts at $5,000. My done for you services start at $5,000. And the reason why I can stand on that is because guess what? I have an alternative. I have the one where I teach you all the skills you need. I guide you step by step and you do it yourself. And it's very reasonable. It's very affordable. So for those people who are like, well, they want the done for you, but it might be too pricey for them for right now. I understand. Okay. There's no emotion in it, because it's like, then go the other route. That is just as wonderful, but you're doing it. And so a lot of times, when you're starting out, you're very emotional when it comes to pricing. But the more you get under your belt and the more, you have options, it's like, well, if you can't do this, then do that. This is just as wonderful. Where I used to fall for this trap. Oh my goodness, this is what people will do if you're not careful. You don't have the good posture. By posture, I mean you're firm on your boundaries. You're firm on what you know. They'll be like, you'll talk to them like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They want the highest price thing that you have, right? They want the highest price thing. And then what happens is when they hear the price, oh, they can't afford it. But you're like, well, listen, you can have this over here and it's just as wonderful. And you can do it, start it today, da da da. And they're like, knowing good and well they should take the alternative, but they're like, but I really want that. And see, when you don't have good posture, at that point, you really that higher priced item that they can't afford, what happens? That goes off the table. We're not even discussing that option anymore. See, and a friend taught me this years ago, and I never understood it, right? Sometimes men grass is better than women. So he said, Shalina, if they can't afford, item A, and they've made it clear, and this is right now, this is not for them. He said, it's off the table. We don't even discuss it anymore. It's off the table. So some of you, I want you to type off the table. This is posturing. Off the table. Okay, so let me check in with you guys. Hey, Rue saying, hey, Shalina. Kristen saying she has done a great job. Many of us have online schools due to Shalina teaching us. Yes. So the alternative of me showing you how to build your own school is proven, it's tried and true. People have made thousands upon dollars doing it that way. So I want you all to write off the table. This is a part of your posturing. Off the table. Shakima wrote off the table. If they cannot afford item A, and item A is here, and they said they can't afford it, it's off the table. We're not even discussing it anymore. Either it's the alternative, right? It's the alternative. Or if you want to create some type of hybrid in between, if that's how you roll, I'm getting to a point where I have my set products and that's it. I have my set products and set offerings because I don't want to offer a whole lot of things anymore. So to me, it's like either you want the done for you, or if not, you can just do it on your own, the DIY, and you'll do exactly what you have to do. I'm not creating now there may be some people who they may have some things already created, but it's very rare that I'm ever in between. So I want you guys to write off the table. You have to have that posture. Do you guys understand what I'm telling you, to have the posture of off the table? Off the table. Because if you cannot afford this, you and you can't afford it, it's off the table. We're not even going to discuss it anymore. Oh, but how about maybe you can create that? No, it's off the table. Then I have this alternative. And a lot of times I used to fall for that. I'd be like, well, you know good and well they should take the alternative. You know the alternative is amazing, but human nature is you're going to want what you can't have. And then I'll say, oh, no, well, whatever. And then I used to compromise and say, well, you know what? Well, maybe you can, the thing they really want. No, it's off the table. And the reason why it's off the table is you are protecting your energy and you are protecting your value. And that's that. And it's nothing personal. So I want you, so do you all understand why I'm telling you to start thinking, okay, that's off the table then. Because we're not even discussing this. I'm not coming down. I'm not coming off of it. Okay, let's talk about something else because this is off the table. So Ruth says, absolutely. Real estate is the same way when buying a house. Thank you. The gentleman who told me that, he was actually into insurance. And was it financial services or insurance? He was like, it's off the table. We're not even going to discuss this. But when you're desperate, when you don't have a good posture, when you don't have boundaries, when you're not clear on your value, you will fall for that. And then you'll end up giving them something that that they don't really value enough to save up or to pay in full for. And you're starting off a bad relationship. As a coach, it's a bad relationship. Because now, see, you don't realize this, but as a coach, she even says protect your value. As a coach, you must establish the relationship. I am not your VA. I am not like your employee. I'm not your employee. I'm not at your beck and call. I am not those things. You don't own me. And then you must have, as a coach, you must have authority. And if you go into the relationship and they've got you to give them something that they don't even see the worth paying for, you've already flipped the relationship. They're going to be running you. When people do these discovery calls, don't let the person just yep. No, you must take control of the call. You must establish authority. They called you looking for your help. Why are you letting them know? And you know how you do that? You have an agenda and you take control of the call. And you have an agenda. And a lot of times women are afraid to go there with people. Because, men do it, but as a woman, you must do that. So as a coach, like one of my students says, when Shalina tells you to do something, it's a hard suggestion and it's not up for debate. It's not, because I'm telling you what to do. Like, I'm telling you what's in your best interest to do. I've been down this road. If you just do this, you'll have success. So she was like, it's not really up for debate and you don't really have an option. But she doesn't feel like I scold her or she doesn't feel like I boss them around. It's just, I'm firm now. I'm very firm. You must be that way in your coaching relationships too. It doesn't mean you're a tyrant or anything, but you must establish boundaries. They can't call you anytime they want. And it's like, just because you pay me, you don't have that right. You must, and clients want that. They want structure. They need structure. Okay, you don't want to basically just wishing that you could give the person their money back. But if you establish authority and you establish, the role that you play and you establish respect on both ends, you will have a great relationship while you're working with this client. How many of you have ever thought about it in terms of like establishing boundaries and respect? Dr. T says, you better do it. Listen, how many of you have ever thought about that? The reason why you guys, Keep Your Crown says, yes, I am not the employee. I am not. I am not your employee. Okay, you do not yell at me. You do not scream at me. And guess what? I don't yell at you. I don't scream at you either. But you really ain't going to be yelling and screaming at me. Like, it's not going to work that way. But if you don't establish that, and you establish that from the first time you get together and you decide to work with that person, you get to do that. But if you're desperate for money, people can sense that. And then Grant Cardone said this, and I keep repeating: if you meet with someone and you're hoping they sign with you and they don't, and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to pay my rent? Or, oh my gosh, how am I going to take care of that? Shame on you that you don't have more people in the pipeline. I totally get what he says now. So when people tell me no, or they can't, I have so many other people to talk to or to interact with, so it's not a big deal. And then they just said no for right now. Maybe they can't afford it, but that's not my issue. I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to keep things open. But that's another thing. We have to stop. They say stop counting people's pockets. Yes, respect goes both ways, right? Stop counting people's pockets. Stop pricing your stuff at a level you think they can afford. Because I'm telling you, people will tell you, I can't afford it, I can't afford it, I can't afford it. And the next thing you know, you put something good out there, you put an offer out there, and they'll snatch it up. So you can't count people's pockets. The people you think will pay usually won't. The people you think won't pay will. But that's not your business. It's not your business how they get the money to pay you. All it's your business is to present what you have, be confident, and solve their problem with your product or service and present it. And then leave it up to them. I'm telling you, you have to detach yourself from that, right? And so let me see here what's going on. So Kathleen says, I'm firm as it relates to real estate. I'm a real estate broker. Yes. All right, keep your crown says great analogy, right? So here's the deal. Also, too, if you want to grow in value, everyone, you have to become more valuable in the marketplace. I have one of my favorite like online mentors, Jim Rohn. He passed away in 2009, but his videos really turned my life around and saved my life. And I did what he said. I started reading like a book a week. But he says if you want to earn more money, he says you got to become more valuable in the marketplace. This is where creativity comes in. You look at the marketplace and say, wow, how can I help people to whatever it is? If you're a real estate, if you're into real estate, right? Is there a better way for me to show houses? Is there a better way for me to create a customer service process that makes people feel better? Is there a better way for me to market myself online and show up? Is there a better way for me to network? Okay. Is there a way for me to help people to get their houses faster? Because when you start thinking outside of the box to help people achieve what they ultimately want from your industry, that's how you build a name for yourself, and that's how you can write your own check. Same thing as being a coach, with me being an online coach. You guys, I just use my creativity so much, especially with this virtual world. And it's just virtual to me. I've created so many different experiences online where people feel like they're really there, and it's a coaching experience. It's like nothing else they've ever experienced. And it's like, wow, this is something different. This is something new. And then I write my own check, because after they experience it, they're like, wow, I want to work with you some more, Shalina, right? I sit down and I come up with, sorry, the police, the sirens. I sit down and I think up ways that I can teach what I know, because everything is not just a master class with me. And if you ever, those of you, I invite you to come to Dinner with the Diva. It will blow your mind. It's where I teach you the 4 steps to having a profitable personal brands, right? And when you come, it'll blow your mind, because it's not your average class. Like, I use my creativity, I use my mind, and the attendees, when they come, they are like, oh my gosh, they're blown away. Right? They're blown away. And actually, I made Dinner with the Diva the only way that you can even coach with me personally. Because you have to earn the right to coach with me personally. How many people tell you that? You have to earn the right. I don't care. I believe it, because everyone's not ready for me. And if you come to Dinner with the Diva, you get a chance to experience a different side of me. And now you know what I'm talking about. And so many people, after they come to the Dinner with the Diva, they're just like blown away, and they're like, oh my gosh, like I can do this in my business too. Yes, you can do it in any industry, any lane, any industry. And it's a way for you to get a better clientele who will pay you more money. So yes, you cannot coach with me. You have to earn a right to coach with me privately. I believe my genius is I have genius in this area, and I don't waste my time on everybody. You know, and it's only for people who really want to go. And everyone who's attended my dinner with the diva and then they started coaching with me, they're like excelling. They truly are. So let me see here. Shara says, become more valuable. Yeah, you got to become more valuable in the marketplace. Shakima says, that is what it sounds like in NYC, doesn't it? Rue says, baby, yeah. So Rue attended, she attended dinner with the diva, and she said she felt like she was in Italy. She felt like she was in Italy. So when you come to dinner with the diva, right, you guys, some of you need to come to dinner with the diva. Okay, I'm typing it in here on YouTube. Because it will open up your mind to what is possible with it'll open up your mind to what is possible with here it is right here, what is possible with this online coaching thing. It is more than what you think it is. So those of you who have attended a dinner with the diva, tell them like just did it, like they're usually so blown away, like, wow, I can do this too. Yes, but I've made it as such that the only way you can work with me personally is you have to attend that, because you need to see how out of the box I am, you need to see how quirky I am, and you need to see how I have just kind of revolutionized this whole virtual coaching thing. And when I say that, I mean that sincerely. I don't think there are other people out there coaching the way I do or how I do it in this virtual world. So I have become valuable in the marketplace. I help my clients to earn money, creating their classes and building their online schools. Things they've been struggling with for years. You come with me, and in 2 weeks, your school will be up and running, and you'll be earning money. It's that simple. So I have become more valuable, and because I have become more valuable, I can now write my own check. I can now, I can do a lot of things, right? So Dr. Tamara says, wow, it's an amazing experience. Shara says, I'm excited. Now Shara's gonna attend on Sunday. Shara, you gotta look pretty, you gotta get dressed up. That's what we do. You gotta get dressed up and you gotta look pretty. Shakima says, dinner with the diva is amazing. It is a different experience than a master class. You need to snag it now. Thank you, Shakima. Thank you for that. So there it is. And those of you who are interested, you like what I'm saying, you're interested in working with me, purchase it. Purchase it, purchase it, purchase it. And it's this Sunday, and you got to come dressed up. So Ruth says elegant, exclusive, and Fadifa. Okay. You got to tell me what the Fadifa means, because I don't know what Fadifa means. Tell me what it means. She has to be so she, okay? So those are some of the ways, everyone, that you can increase your value. Now, there's something I want to do. I want to test this out, because I think on Sunday on YouTube, I'm going to do this. But is there anyone right now, if you follow me on Facebook, is there anyone right now who would love to hop on here with me, and maybe I can give you some pointers on how you can increase your prices? I would love to do some hot seat coaching. Ruth says it's high end. Oh, Father Fa. I'm going to say that now. I'm Father Fa. What you mean, Shalina? Father Fa. Look it up. I'm Father Fa. What is that? Is that Italian? I need to know what I'm saying before I go saying it, and it's wrong. Like Rue told me that. Rue says valet parking only. That's an inside joke. Is there anyone who would like to come hop on here with me, and I can give you some tips on how to go, how to raise your rates? Is there anyone? Okay, so Tamara, you have to, make sure you look good for the camera now. So Tamara, I'm going to send you the link, okay? I'm going to send you the link. Anyone else? All right, so Tamara, I'm sending you the link right now. I just sent it to you. Is there anyone else who would like to hop on here? Don't be shy. You can hop on here. I don't bite. Anyone else? Anyone else? I'm actually prepping for something else I'm going to do. Some hot seat coaching that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do it on YouTube though. Anyone else? Any YouTubers? Any YouTubers? You want to go for it? You will be on camera. So as I wait for Dr. T, the OG, to come up, and I'll give her some pointers. Okay, Phoenix, I got you. Shakima, you don't want to? You don't want to, Shakima? Go. If I have some YouTubers, if YouTubers say me, I will do that. So far I have Tamara and I have Phoenix. All right. So those of you who don't want to get on camera, tell me, put your questions in there and I'll answer your questions about raising prices. So I'm waiting. So Phoenix, check your inbox on Facebook. Phoenix and Tamara, check your inbox as well. I sent you the link on your inbox on Facebook. So check them. All right. Okay. So I hope you guys are finding value in this. And I hope the ladies who asked me, I hope y'all hop on. Check your Facebook inbox. Okay. So Beverly. Hey, Beverly. Hello, lady. Continue to be awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Who else wants to hop on here? I will make sure you get the link so you can hop on here and you can get some free coaching, some hot seat coaching, like right on the spot. Okay. So Tamara has seen it. Has Phoenix seen it? Phoenix says, Phoenix, check your inbox on Facebook. So I'm just waiting for Dr. T to hop on here. Anyone else want to hop on and get some hot seat coaching? Just go right ahead and do so. Right ahead and do so. And as we're waiting for them, does anybody have any questions? Does it make any sense? Do you have any questions? Oh, shucks, I got $4.99. Beverly gave me $4.99. Thank you, Beverly. Hey, $4.99, $4.99. So yeah, so on YouTube, see, this is why I messes with YouTube, because YouTubers be like, you know what? That's a good word. See, Facebook, y'all be like, oh, we got past the offering plate. But on YouTube, they actually put their money where their mouth is. So she actually just gave me $5, okay? 5 big ones. Thank you so much for that, Beverly. Shakima says, give me a minute. I will come on. Okay, Shakima, I'm going to make sure I send you the link, okay? So Phoenix has seen the link, and Shakima, I'm going to send Shakima. And those of you on YouTube, if you want the link, I can give you the link. You just have to let me know. All right. So Beverly Gilson, do you have your channel? We would love to support you. We really appreciate that. Okay. So I have Dr. T, the OG.
Hey.
Hey, Dr. T, how are you?
I'm amazing. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So what questions do you have questions? Do you have issues with pricing, or do you have questions about pricing? And if you do, is it you do too many free things, or is price too cheaply? Like, where are you?
I think right now I'm just taking a step to just say putting the price on it. I think originally I had put some free stuff out. 2 weeks ago, I did the 5-day challenge, and that was free. And now I did that so that people can get used to me and coaching and used to my style. Tomorrow, I have one person that I'm going to highlight that actually took my 5-day challenge, and I gave that away for free. So now I'm like, I don't know if I want to do free anymore. So like next week's class, I had it at 67, but I dropped it to 47.
Okay, so let's start. Actually, I told you guys I was going to give you a free plus genius. If free plus strategy equals genius, well, I'm going to give it to you now, okay? But only if you type genius in the comments. Only if you type genius in the comments will I give it to you, because I'm about to give it to Dr. T, the OD, who's really the OG. All right, we have Jerry Derby. Everybody say hey to Jerry. Hey, Jerry. Okay, so here's the strategy. I know they're going to type in genius in the comments, all right? Here's the strategy with free. There must be a purpose why you're doing something for free, and it must tie to something monetary. Hear me out. So if you're doing a challenge and it's a 5-day challenge, and you heard her say that she wanted them to kind of get used to her coaching. Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. But the thing is this. So we have genius. They want to know, right? The thing about it is that it has to be more than that, because you do the thing for free. And of course, they're getting to know, like, and trust you. They're getting to see how you can coach. I would say to anyone doing any type of free challenge, always think, how can I repackage this later and sell it? How can I repackage this and sell it?
So I thought of that.
All right.
So what I did now is, because by doing that, I added more steps into what I was doing. So I added more into the package. So now I'm saying, hey, you're going to get this. It's the 5-day Balance Your Life Challenge. And now I have a workbook, worksheets attached to it. Now I have some videos attached to it, as well as bonuses for them to kind of take that challenge.
So will you charge money now for the challenge?
Yes. Now
Okay.
it's $37.
Okay. So she did a great thing. So what she did was she taught this 5-day challenge, right? And you're actually in my mastermind too. So all right, because I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds kind of familiar, but okay. So she did the 5-day challenge, but from the beginning, what I'm trying to tell all of you is you always need to be thinking from the beginning and being strategic. How can I monetize this? How can I repackage this and put a price tag on it? Because what you're doing then is you have the free plus the strategy. So what she's doing is she's putting a lot of goodwill out there. She's offering it for free. She's displaying her genius, letting people know what she can do. And then were you collecting testimonials? Oh, you're going to highlight someone. So that's a great testimonial, right?
Yep.
So then what she did is she went behind, she added worksheets to the different days. And she added, well, you have the video. She had some videos and she added worksheets to it. So now what she has is like a 5-step or a 5-part something. And now what you do is you package all of that up. You put a price tag on it. And so you've actually created a product. And
each day I'm with that person. So I'm emailing them and they can tell me how they're feeling and how they're processing through it. So I still am with them someone like a one-on-one coach with them through that process.
How do you do that?
Just via email, like kind of like motivating them. Hey, did you do the worksheet today? Somehow you send us, on
no,
the Facebook.
Is that automated or are you doing that live?
I'm doing it automated.
Okay. So once again, so she's automated her emails so she's like there along with you via email. So you actually did a great job with this. But she's also one of my clients, so you know what I'm saying. But this is what you want to do. So I'm telling all of you, when you want to do something for free. So we have we have Phoenix coming up. So here's what I did before when I would go out and teach free workshops for my Teen Girl Empowerment Academy. What I did, even though I didn't have money and my girlfriend worked with me, I paid my girlfriend to come to the school with me, to take video footage of me. I got testimonials. First, I got the written sign-offs so I can videotape the kids. I got the teachers giving me recommendations. I had kids giving me their testimonials. And I had video footage of me. I had pictures of me because I'm like, if I'm going to be doing this for free, I'm getting something out of it. So I got all of that social proof. So that was genius of me to think ahead. And this was like 7 years ago, y'all. Genius of me to think ahead. Like, you don't have to pay me in money, but what I'm getting is far more valuable. And so you want to think about that ahead. And then you want to, for me, I couldn't repackage that, but I got something out of it. So when it came time for me to present this to another school that was willing to pay me, I had all of that social proof to put into my proposal. And they didn't know I did it for free. All they know is they saw me in action. I had good things. So Dr. T, you're on point with that. So also what I would say too, even when you guys are going live, I have a live stream clinic. Start going live with a purpose. Start going live with a rhythm and a rhyme, because you can take those lives, repurpose them. And then Dr. T, if this is something you really love that's core, you can expand it into something even greater. You can expand it into a 4-week coaching program. You can expand it into so much more. And that's the name of the game. It's not always about creating something new. Like, honestly, you guys, I think I've created about all I'm going to create like for this year. And I'm just revamping and reworking and evolving a lot of what I'm doing. So, all right. So now it's 37, which I think is great because now you're turning them into a customer. And then you talked about something being 67, but you brought it down to 47. Let's talk about that.
So lately in the medical field, because my ideal client is a woman in medicine, And I'm kind of shifting for next week to have just a smaller group session talking about monetizing your front desk, because sometimes we fail to, as doctors, we fail to take a pulse. And that's what I talked about today, taking a pulse on your front desk, because if your front line is not right, you're going to lose money. So I'm trying to get more, trying to snag that ideal client, and that would be a woman in medicine. And that's kind of what I talked about today. And I gave like 3 perspectives today. I felt like 67 might have been too much. I don't know. And maybe I'm undervaluing. And that was kind of like, I think I had in our Facebook today, I think, or yesterday, I was like, I'm struggling with whether or not my value is there.
So what I would say, so you're relatively new in the coaching aspect of it, right? So my thing is this, and this is what I encourage people. When you're first starting out, it is okay to charge, $47, $37, $47, $57, as you're finding your way, because the most important thing is you want to start getting as many many customers at that level as you can, because you want people experiencing your expertise and experiencing your brilliance, and you can begin to see the value, because you have to, you have to start somewhere. So I don't have a problem with you lowering it, because it's like, when you're new and people aren't used to seeing you in a certain light, it has to be at a price point where it's like, okay, I'll give it a try. They have to feel comfortable. So, and then once they feel comfortable, just like with me, your first class with me, if I'm not mistaken, it was a $25 class, was it not?
Canva. Yep.
She took a $25 Canva. And why did you take it? And it was like, no, only $25. I think she looked like she could help me.
That's pretty much it. And I needed to learn more about Canva, because I was doing other stuff in Canva, and you broke it down. So I was like, I'm just a Canva queen right now.
Yeah, she started at a $25 product with me, and she has gone on to purchase items at higher levels from me. So do you also, Dr. T, remember that about you and me? But had I not had something that was like, she felt, okay, $25, money is money, but $25, okay, here you go. And I'm glad she's done that, because now it's opened up a whole new world to her. Yes. And so I encourage you to do that as well. Okay, you guys. So Dr. T, stick around. I'm going to bring up Phoenix. So stick around, because we're all going to come back and kind of do like a round table. But did you feel like you got some value out of that? Because you're on the right track.
I feel better. Yep.
Yep, you're on the right track. Okay, so let me bring up Phoenix. All right, so let me bring up Phoenix. All right, hey, Phoenix.
Forgot to unmute.
Hey, turn up your volume.
Okay.
Yep.
Maybe the microphone is not on. Should be. Is that better or no?
That's a little bit better. I'm probably really loud compared to you.
Maybe I need to move my microphone closer. Is that better?
Yeah. So before we go to Phoenix, did anybody get value out of what I just shared with Dr. T? She's actually one of my clients, and I believe she's on the right path. But did you guys get anything from that? If you got any value from that, type of V in the comments if you did. Okay, so Phoenix, go ahead. Are you kind of struggling with pricing right now?
I am. Oh, is that too much?
No, that's good. That's good.
I was on the wrong thing. So I am a little bit. So I'm struggling with because I know how much it would cost if I was teaching, at a university, like the information that I'm teaching. So it's at a very low price now compared to that, but I know that it's, you don't get credit for what I'm doing now. So that's one of the things that I'm struggling with. And then also I'm going to be launching a new product in August, and I'm not sure how to price that. So I'm struggling with the cost of the classes that I'm teaching, because I'm used to teaching in a higher ed environment. And then I'm also struggling because it'll be my first product, which is a workbook that I'm going to be launching. And I'm not exactly sure on how to price that, because there's nothing out there exactly what I'm about to create, because it's it's based on my years of experience, and I've done research on what is out there regarding, like, there's a lot of books about college out there, but there's no workbook on how to actually figure out like your first, like before you get to college and your first couple of weeks of the semester, so that you can have a successful whole semester of college and whole 4 years of college. So those are my two problems.
Okay, well, here's one I would suggest for that type of product, that workbook, is one, you really have to identify who your customer is. We know who the consumer is. So a lot of times people struggle with pricing because they lose focus of who the customer is and who the consumer is. So your consumer will be students who are matriculating, going to college, and like freshmen, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm thinking back when I was a freshman, the only books and stuff I purchased were like on the syllabus. And then it came from like college money but you know what I mean? Most college students don't necessarily buy stuff outside of the syllabus, right? Mm-hmm. So that's one thing, but they consume it. So they're more your consumer side. You look at who are your customers. Now, Dr. Stephen Jones, I would really suggest that you reach out to him. But for you, that is the kind of book that I would try to sell in bulk to schools. You want to sell them to schools because they're your ideal customer. They're the ones who are going to pay you. So now you have this, you've done the research, it's not on the market, something like this on the market. I would go sometimes, remember I said you got a right product and a right message, but the wrong audience. So right now, this might not be the primary audience. Your primary audience may be boys and girls clubs, schools, college readiness programs, because they have your ideal consumers there. Even some churches, you could sell, to them. So if you kind of shift who you're selling to, right? And then when you think about who would be so if you're thinking about using social media, I would definitely be on LinkedIn, because a lot of those decision makers who would buy in bulk, they're probably over there on LinkedIn. If I were you, I will also be here on YouTube creating my videos and stuff, whether you got a huge following, you got a lot of views or not. When you put in those proposals, they're going to come to your YouTube, and you want them to see a great background. You want them to see you giving great tips and advice. You want them to know that you have a podcast and you're talking about this, right? Those are the places you want them to see your online school. Those are the places they're going to be looking to make their decisions. Now, when it comes to the parents usually get hip to stuff after the schools get hip to it, because the schools, right, the kids are interacting with the schools. They're like, Mom, this is good. Dad, this is good. And then the parents get hip to it. And once the parents get hip to it, then places like Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that, they'll become aware. But for you, if you want to sell a lot of those books and it's needed, go to the decision makers, go to the people who are buying, right? So that solves for the workbook. And in terms of the courses, once again, I think with the courses too, and tell me if I'm right or wrong, which class did you have more success with your school? Was it the podcast for students, or was it the regular, was it the podcast for regular people?
I know Shalina is always right. Podcast for regular business people was more successful for sure.
Why do you think it was more successful?
I don't know. Tell me why.
Because going back to the book, students aren't necessarily purchasing this stuff.
Right.
They're not normally purchasing it. So it's a nice idea. I was like, Lord, please let her see the light that the people are going to buy this stuff and not the students. And that's okay. That's okay. And then I was like, if you just switch it slightly, and so you made the money from regular people who want that skill set that you have. Phoenix has she knows how to brand a podcast, okay? And people purchased it. And also too, Phoenix is going to get into developing like online school websites. Phoenix is like, her school is like amazing. What's the website to your school?
CollegeSuccessProfessor.com.
See, that is so long. College.
I'll get a Bitly. Yeah, I know.
College Success.
Where's Darissa?
Professor.com. Wait, it told me it is sitting on a bun.
You need the www in front of it. I'll put it in.
Okay, thank you. So www. It said, honey, it's sitting on a bun. I was sitting on a bun. I never heard of that before, honey.
All right, should I put it in the live or the private chat?
I have it. I have it. I have it right here. All right. So before I show you Phoenix's website, right? Because I'm getting her to tap into her skill sets that she can monetize. Is anybody getting any value out of this? Hey, Dr. Jones is here. He said he would be happy to help Phoenix.
I just talked to Dr. Jones this morning.
All right. So, hey, Nadira. Nadira is saying hello. Keep Your Crown is saying great info. Okay, so are you guys finding this valuable when I'm sharing with Phoenix? You have to know who the customer is. You have to know the consumer. Many times they're one and the same, but sometimes they're not. And when you don't know who's who, because you know, think about when you were in college, man, please, we weren't trying to really buy any, we bought that stuff in the bookstore with the money we had. We weren't really trying to, it takes a special kind of student. Okay, so Shar is saying value, Nadira is saying value. Okay, so with Phoenix, I'm like, honey, you got to monetize what you know. You got to monetize what you know. So take a look at Phoenix's actual, her store, her school. Take a look at it. It is gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. And bam, that is her school. Isn't that impressive when you just look at it? Isn't it impressive? It's beautiful, Phoenix.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. So Phoenix is actually going to start getting into this, actually designing and helping people with their schools as well. So I'm really, really, really excited about that for her. But once again, and also too, Phoenix is just gorgeous. It's really good. Like, this is one of my students. She's in my Phoenix is in my How to Build Your Online School. She's in that program. She's in my program, and she's doing extremely well. And one thing I teach is monetize your skill sets. Like, everything is for sale with me. And when I say that, it's because sometimes we take for granted what we know. We think everyone can do it. But I saw her school. I was like, girl. Girl, what you doing? You need to be out here. Okay, so and I believe you picked up your first client for this type of service. She got her first client for this type of service. So we're excited about that, right?
Great. Thank you.
And so, yeah, so keep your parents in nice sight. Nice. See, don't be around me, because I'd be like, what you can do, like Dr. Jones. Let me get on Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones gonna sit up here talking to me, telling something. Yeah, Shalina, it was casual. I sold 40,000 books, and but my goal is really 1 million. And did it? I said, pause for the call. So you did what? He said, I sold 40,000 books, but I said, you did what? He said, I sold 40,000 books. I said, man, are you crazy? If you don't turn that into a class. And I put it out there, like, how many people want to learn how to sell 40,000 books? About 50 of us was like, me. So anyway, he did the class. He listened to me. He did the class, and he earned like $900 on his first class. That's Dr. Stephen Jones. He taught it last night. And it's because I pushed him, like, no. So let's give him a round of applause. Did a great job.
It was a great class. I took it. Great class.
So imagine your first online class. You coming through my program, and you're earning almost $1,000. You can't beat that. And I have so many people who that has happened to. And once Phoenix shifted, Phoenix earned more money too. And it was like, you gotta start giving people what they want. And sometimes. And it's not to say that she's not going to create this. It's not to say that Phoenix isn't going to create this haven for students, but you have to get started somewhere. And you can deal with students. And now once she learns, hey, dealing in bulk, so maybe she'll take that workball to a college, and you can reach all the students instead of just going directly to the students. Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys. So yes, so there. Listen. Okay, Tamara says great class. Mm-hmm. Yes. Nadira saying claps. Shar saying yes. Thank you. But if you're welcome, you're welcome. But I'm the kind of coach to be like, Phoenix, what is you doing? You gotta teach that to those people over there. And she's like, but I'm like, listen, just listen to me. You'll be able to do that. So she's one of many. That's the kind of coach I am. Like, I had someone today, she was writing a post about something. I said, that should be your first class right there. Teach that. And she's like, I never thought about it. I'm like, that's what you hired me for. So you want to be slightly different than everyone else. So Phoenix, with your main thing is knowing who the customer, the consumer is, and keep, in the meantime, why not monetize on your skill sets? And it doesn't take away from you being a college success professor. It's you putting your skill sets to use and bringing in money. Like, and I don't think anybody has a problem with that, right? That's what that's all about. So thank you so much, Phoenix. Hang on, because we're going to have a round table at the end. Thank you, Phoenix.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did anybody find value with Phoenix?
Oh my God.
If you did,
I think it's my thing.
type it in the comments. Up next, we have Miss Shakima S. Perry. So
Hey.
Shakima,
Hey.
Can you ask Dr. Jones how much his book is? I think his books are like 1997. I think Dr. Jones' books are 1997, I believe. Okay. So Shakima, do you have problems around pricing? What are they? Let's talk.
I mean, yeah, I did have problems around pricing. I'm starting to understand it a little bit better.
Okay, so let's talk through that.
Well, I actually like my last class, I brought the price up to like $97 and nobody was biting. so I dropped it down to 57. And I got like 3 students now in the class. So, because I was thinking like, this amount. That's how I felt, but I just felt like, well, I mean, actually I spoke to you a little bit about it, and then I dropped the price.
Cause I'm like, let's get some people in there. And Shakima is still relatively new. And even I go through this sometimes with some of my classes in the price. I'm actually teaching a class tomorrow, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Although my sales are like doing amazing, every class is not a home run hit. Most of them are, but the one I'm teaching tomorrow, it's not. I have about 5 students in it. I'm still going to teach it. I'm still going to show up. I'm still going to do it. I'm going to record it. I'm going to repurpose it. But I'm teaching people how to create like sizzling content. Maybe the title was off. Maybe the copy wasn't right. Maybe I didn't promote it. Who knows? I'll have to do the autopsy later this week. But every class is the autopsy. You got to see what worked, what didn't work, what went right. But it's still an amazing class. So Shakima said, well, I felt it was worth this much. And it is. The thing is, we have to articulate that value to the buyer. And sometimes when they see something at like 97, if it's not really crystal clear, or they don't see exactly like how we can help them, then it might be like, but as soon as you dropped it to 57, boom, they bit and they took it. And that should let you know too, everybody, that when you start tapping into who your ideal client is, they have price points that you just can't ignore. So for me, a lot of my clients, if I put a class out and I just wanted to be a no-brainer, and Phoenix is someone who taught me this. If I price it at 47 and under, they're like, bet, let's go. Without even thinking. If it's like 57 and I start getting up there and it's like, kind of think about it. But if I want to create a buying frenzy, 37 to 47, meaning people just buy. I need to be in that price range for my ideal people. Now certain things, like when I do dinner with the diva, that's $97. More people are learning about it, but it's easy for them to pay 97. But I'm not having like, remember also too, something I want to talk about you guys with volume, selling off of volume. But 97, I attract the right amount of people and they're ideal for me. So for you, Shakima, you may find that for a class like that, your ideal people may feel comfortable. What is it, 57 now? They may feel more comfortable 47, 57, meaning it's an easy yes for them. So you got to kind of pay attention to that. So how do you feel that when you drop the price, you got 3 people. How do you feel?
I felt good. Somebody actually asked me today, they was on my video like, oh, what class you teaching? You know, so I felt good. I felt good about it because I need some people in my class because I'm ready to teach. Listen.
You look pretty too. You look
Thank
pretty
you.
too. You were teaching earlier. Yeah. Yeah. So the thing is you want people experiencing you. So remember, I deal with new coaches. So these are new coach issues. All right. So this is what I have. So would you rather have no students or some students?
Some students. I don't care if it's 5. I want to
Right.
get. I mean, you know, I want to get more, but of course, I don't care if it's 5. But I don't. I don't want to have no students in my class.
Right. You don't want any students like you're teaching to an empty class. So that's one thing. So I want to so Khadija Johnson says that's good. You guys are enjoying this. Good, 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 good. Let me see. Phoenix says, thanks, Dr. Jones. I may have to get you an advanced copy of my workbook to get your thoughts on pricing as well. I'll be in touch. Dr. Jones is the bomb. Look, when is your class, Shakima? So Shakima,
Isn't that
put the link.
my link is bit.ly /vid VID book book class.
Vid book class.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me see. So when is the book class? When is the class?
Yeah.
When is
Hold
it?
on. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. It's book sales. I'm sorry.
I knew it wasn't that. I'm like, I don't think that's what I saw.
It's book sale.
Bit.ly,
Big.ly vid book sales. That's what it is.
vid book sales.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, I thought it was something different, but because I've been seeing it so much. So it's bit.ly /vid book sales. When is the class?
It's next Thursday at 7:30 p.m.
What date is that?
That's that is on the 16th.
So July 16th, 2020. What time?
7:30 p.m.
PM when? Eastern Standard Time?
Eastern Standard Time.
Because you
Yes.
remember, like,
I know.
listen, we worldwide now. So,
Yes, we international.
we international. So we gotta put the time zone. So Jerry, it's July 16th, 2020 at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, check it out. She's gonna teach you how to use videos and how she used videos to sell $3,000 worth of books. And she was a brand new author, right?
Mm-hmm. Brand new author.
Brand new author. So definitely check her out. So what Shakima is finding out is that her ideal people have ideal prices for ideal things.
Right.
So you can't, so if I want people to be like, yes, I want to get what Shalina has, I will price it at a certain price that's irresistible, right, for them. Okay, so she says, thanks, got it. Hopefully Jerry will sign up. And
yes, sign up, Jerry. Come on in.
Yeah, so Nadira, what'd you say? Wow, yeah, so she used video. Well, tell them what it's about.
Yeah, so pretty much I use video marketing in order to sell books. So most of my books that I sold was video marketing. And it's funny because I didn't even know I was doing video, but all my books was pretty much most of my books was sold through video marketing. So I was just so into videos, like making videos in order to sell my books. I felt like it would just capture the audience. So I just did a whole lot of videos and pushed my book out there and been consistent, and just sales were coming in. So pretty much Shalina actually pulled that out of me because I didn't realize. I don't even realize. I'm like, I did sell my books with video because most of my sales came from videos. So she was like, teach a class on this. I was like, okay. So I'm excited about teaching it. I have some great things I want to share too. So you go ahead and jump in my class. I'll be excited.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I'm trying to find. Yeah, so she teaches you how to create your own videos to sell your book.
Like I tell you step by step, and it's easy. It's easy video because I know there's a lot of videos apps I use. Some of them are so difficult to use, but the videos, the apps I use for the videos, they're very simple. So it's a simple way of doing it because I know people want to sit there all day doing, trying to, edit videos. So it's like an easier way. The apps I use is easier to make the videos and post them. And I show you where you post them. I give you resources on how to market them and different things like that. So it's really, really good. It's going to be good.
So she asked, Nadira asked, do you create ads? Do you do ads?
I do. Oh, you talking about paid ads? Is you talking about paid
Yeah.
ads?
Uh-huh.
No, I don't. I never did paid ads. No. None of my ads were paid. I didn't do no paid ads to do it. I think one time I might have like a long time ago did it, but it didn't work for me. So,
Well,
but
probably because some things weren't in place that you currently have now in place. So I'm trying to find one of those videos. Oh, I think I found one. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. Do you want to see one of her videos? She's gonna teach you how to do that. So, Nadira, I think she answered your question. Stephen Jones says, "I would love to give you my input on your Book Phoenix." Okay, I have been wanting to learn this. All right. Yes. Wow. Okay, so let me show you one of her. Let me show you one of her videos real quick for her book. And everybody else, I'm gonna bring you all back up. And bring you all back up. Let me see. This is it here. All right. So can you see? It won't have any sound, y'all, because I don't have sound on here. But wait.
Oh, you can hear it a little bit.
Oh, you can hear it? Hold on.
That's crazy.
We were like jamming. So you wouldn't think, but she does so many of these kinds of videos. She places them in all different kind of places, and like that's just one. Then she had, I think I'm in one where she took pictures of her readers. We were holding books. Like she turned everything into that, and she puts good music behind it, and it's very pleasant. It's like something like okay, and if you notice, she put her other products in there, so she will show you all how to do all that, what kind of ads and stuff like that to use. So, all right, I'm just making sure I get everything in there. Somebody said okay. So that's the class Shakima has coming up. I know many of you would love to learn how to do that. So, have you guys found? What your question was? So basically, for Shakima, it's she has to start to learn her ideal clients and learn their price points. And if you want them to buy, you got to price it at prices where it's like a no-brainer. So for some classes, like certain things is a no-brainer, but you know, as soon as you brought it down, bing, 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 they're like, let's get it.
Yeah, if he was more interested, like, oh, okay, I could do that. Because I had, it was somebody that I sent it to. They was like, oh, I can't spend any money right now. I want to, thank you, Phoenix. So she said, I can't spend any money right now. I'm trying to, just learn. I'm trying to implement what I'm trying to learn. I already brought a lot of classes, and I was just like, okay. So I was like, all right, well, maybe later you want to get it. And then she's like, okay. So when I brought the price down, I sent an inbox. I was like, hey, I brought the price down. She was putting like the wow face, and she said, I'm gonna get it. All right, don't worry.
Listen,
I got you.
That is why don't count people's pockets and don't always believe them when they say, I don't have da da da. Listen, when you present it and it's in their appetite, because of course everybody would like something for free, but it's in their appetite. It's so quick. Weren't you the same person just said you ain't had no money? Like literally, you guys, this happened to me. Someone who decided to coach me on a higher level last week. She realized, you know what, I can't do all this stuff. Shalene, can you help me or whatever? And I'm thinking, if you just follow my process, da da da. So she was like, well, how much? And I quoted the price, and she was like, oh my God, I don't have it. Oh my God, I can't do it. And so I was like, all right, well, listen, you came to me, right? And come on now. So I put together a proposal for her. Slayed her. I know my ideal client. Honey, slayed her. The presentation was like, put it out, pow, pow, pow. I was like, she's gonna eat her heart out. And you got to be confident. And I put the price in there, like, here you go, won't they won't. The same person, I ain't got it. Oh my God, come on. Da-da-da-da. I got a few $1,000s so quickly, because it goes to show sometimes they need that extra nudge. Remember, I talk about presentation. I talk about they need that. And then you have to know what makes your ideal clients tick. What makes them be like, oh my God, like salivating. You have to tap into that. And I tapped right into it. And I got her hook, line. I knew it. And then the main thing, she said she couldn't get over that proposal. She's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I love it. I love it. And she was like, it was a kind of proposal where you don't really read the words. It's just like, well, this is good. I want it. So you definitely, yes, you definitely want to tap into it. So I'm going to bring everyone up. And if you all found value in this, what I want you all to do is type a V in here, because something that I actually want to do, maybe starting this Sunday, is I want to do more hot seat coaching like this for people. Because like I said, everyone can't coach with me personally, and it's designed that way, but that doesn't mean I can't help people. But it has to be a way that is not draining my energy, right? Because I need, and in fact, these women are my clients. I need energy for the people who pay me, right? My clients, but I still want to help people. I still have to feed that part of me that wants to serve and that wants to help. So we have to find out for a way for you guys on YouTube to be able, well, no, if you join my group, Best Selling Year, that's how you'll get into the that's how you'll get into my vortex, as I like to say, and you will find out how you can get hot seat coaching like this. See, I didn't bite anybody's head off. I didn't make anybody feel bad. I encouraged everybody, and I gave them some strategies and some tips. And I want to bring this to YouTube. I really want to bring it, because maybe somebody might ask you a question. Make sure you join my free group like right now. Join my free group right now. And I promise you, we have a lot of fun. All right. So I'm going to bring the ladies back. If you guys found value, can you type a V? And also too, if you would like to be someone, if you would like to be in my hot seat, type hot, H-O-T in the comments. Okay. Type hot in the comments. Okay. So even though I gave out advice, do any of you ladies have any advice for some of the other questions that you had, or do you have more questions, or what?
Well, I do have a question. I'm not sure if we have any medical people watching, if I can post what my class is next week.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just going to put someone the permission first, out of respect. But no, I think the one thing that those that are watching need to understand, that Shalina has created a platform that's none like any other. That although we are different in everything that we do, we also have things that are similar. And that is one thing that we want to create, and we want to show people what we have and make things better for others. So for me, I want to help women in business, because as I always say, they don't teach you business in medical school. So for 20 years of being in practice, I've sustained my business, and I'm looking at these women that we are in the same place and in alignment with Shalina. You know, we are trusting Shalina to just catapult us to a whole new direction, and doing this in a COVID pandemic season.
Yeah.
And you won't be disappointed. You won't.
Thank you, Dr. T. Thank you, Dr. T.
She was preaching right there, though.
Yes.
She was like, yes, because you won't. Praise God. Give him glory.
Shakira, you just wanted to preach. That's all you wanted to do.
I know. That's what
she sounded like she was preaching. I was getting into it. Praise God.
We have fun up in here. We cheer each other on. Like we are so crazy, because it's all about success. Now, Dr. T, can you tell them a little more about the class? Because they may know people who have their own front desk.
Yeah, so basically, it's for what I found is in my experience being in private practice is that our front desk, like or people that we hire, they can make or break your practice. So if you take my class, I will show you some tips and strategies of how I did one or two things, and that was to take a pulse on my front desk. And sometimes you have to dig deep in doing that. And you can go to Med is My Biz, which is my personal Facebook page, and where we or my personal my private group. I'm sorry, and my personal Facebook page. It didn't work out today with Facebook. Is Facebook messing up today? Because it didn't want to go over there. But I have on there the three things that we need to look at on there, and it's only $47, and it's going to help you to make sure that when you go back to your practice on Monday, that you'll be phenomenal.
And then also, here's the thing too. Although it's for the medical, could it also be for anyone who owns a business that has a front desk, or is it
Yes, and yep, it can. It can.
okay?
But I was trying to go by what you coached me, and what my ideal client was.
Yeah.
But it can be anybody, because if you are hiring somebody and they're answering your phone and they're not answering correct, or they're coming in and they're not feeling good and they're not answering correct, but also who are you as a boss? That's what we're also going to go through. Who are you as a boss? Because if you're not correct, then your staff is going to be feeling the same thing that you're feeling. And your clients are going to be feeling the same thing that you're feeling, because they're going to go to somebody else. They're going to go and say, hey, I don't like this. And so when you have clients, when you have customers, you want them to have an experience.
So yeah, and here's another thing. And yeah, Dr. T, when we started at, it was like the Med, and that's still a great place. And just like I said with Phoenix, sometimes you might have to pivot just a little bit, because when you think about that, there are so many businesses that even now more than ever, your front desk really has to be on point, because you really can't afford to lose sales these days, because everybody's not venturing out. So that's also something to definitely think about, like the front desk. So that's really key. How many of you think that's an interesting class to have, like your front desk, right? Because I was sitting over here laughing about the time I used to work at McDonald's. I have a question for. Okay. So Phoenix has a question. We're gonna get you still have a question, Phoenix?
Yeah, I want to hear the McDonald's story.
Oh yeah. So let me
tell me about the McDonald's story. Okay, Mickey D's.
All right. So hold on. So Ruth says that's one of my pet peeves: people answering the phone without identifying themselves.
Take my class.
Take her class, right? So I remember working at McDonald's, my first job, and the drive-through. I think I used to work the drive-through during the morning, but it was a young lady and her sister. They worked the drive-through at night, and even though it's not the front desk per se, that you're still a representative of McDonald's. So the girl and her sister had some type of scheme going on, stealing people's money, but that's not what got her cursed out that night. So she was she was being rude, right? She was being really rude to the customer and all nasty. And that customer, by the time they got up to the front, remember with McDonald's, I forget how I think he used to just pull up and order at the same, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But she had gotten so smart that when a person was so upset and so angry with her, she was so rude that she had given them a shamrock shake. They were so upset with her. They took their shamrock shake and threw it back in her face, right? What? And it splattered all over. And so I was a fry girl. For once, that's not me. For once, that siren is not me. It ain't me. So
you're in New York City.
But that wasn't my siren though. That's somebody else, one of y'all. So
hey, I'm an NYC girl.
It's me. Sorry.
Okay, it ain't me. So she was so rude. The person got so upset. They took their shamrock shake and just tossed it back at her, right? And she was like looking this way and was like, what you say? She's looking the opposite way. What you say? By the time she turned around, they got a splat, and it splattered. So I was a little fry girl at the time. And I heard all the commotion. I'm like peeking, like, what happened? This girl had all this green shamrock shake.
Oh my God.
And she was like upset. And it was funny because she was known for getting smart and nasty with people. And even though, like I said, it's not the front desk, but at McDonald's, she might as well have been. But it just goes to show that, like, when your people aren't trained, they don't represent you, they can cause you lose money. And a person pulled off and did not pay. So they took the food, threw the shamrock shake in her face, and drove off. So I mean, this is really timely and it's really, really important. So
and I realized once I did that, and that was probably about 5 or 6 years ago when I did that. I saw, when you go to your accountant, you see your revenues are going up. And that had to be one of the keys that I needed to fix in the practice and in the business.
Your customer services. Somebody make somebody mad. They're like, I ain't coming back here no more.
I ain't coming back here.
Something so simple like that. You could really keep that going. And see, this is what I tell them too, is you start with an idea, let it evolve, because Dr. T, that can evolve into customer service, frontline customer service.
Okay.
And that can touch upon different, you know what I mean? So definitely let it mature, let it evolve.
Marinate.
Let it marinate. That's what I do. So Phoenix, you had a question and you had a comment.
I'm going to start with the question because I'll forget if I don't. So you're and you also just brought that up, so it would be a good transition. You said start with an idea. So when I did the podcast class for grown-ups and a podcast class for students, I was like, well, maybe I could possibly do like different versions of classes I want to teach for students, because college students are eventually going to be like grown-ups per se. And so when you were just talking to me about using your skill set, that is something that, I teach students, develop their skills and use their skill set, but that's also something that adults need to learn how to do. So the idea is that maybe I should teach like an adult version of a class and a student version of a class. So that was the question. Like, what do you think about that?
I definitely think, because the skill set is still there, and with the adults, like right now, you can get them, like they'll pay, you know what I mean? They will pay, and that's what you're in business for. And then if you create like a student version, just keep creating those, because what can end up happening is you'll find an institution or organization who they'll want to probably purchase all your classes in bulk and pay you a fee, like a license fee, or pay you a fee for their students to take those classes. That was something I was actually going to encourage you guys earlier on, because one of my clients, they felt kind of low. I said, listen, there was a time where the things that I'm selling like hotcakes, people wouldn't buy them. I have friends who will attest, they wouldn't buy it. And so that's why I keep telling you guys, in this season, God told me don't create anything new. All the things that I've created them like 3-4 years ago. And one thing an old church mother told me, and it's true, she said, if it was a good idea then, it'll be a good idea now. Do I tweak it slightly? Yes. So one thing I will give myself credit, no matter how up or how down I was, I never stopped creating. Whether people showed up to my classes or not. And then I will upload them, and I just held on. Yes, that journal. Get your journal. Whether people showed up or not. And that's why now people are like, oh my God, she's doing this, she's doing that. I'm like, I can do it to the level because I've done it before. And I never gave up on myself. I never stopped creating. So please type create in the comments. Never stop creating, because sometimes it's just not the season. But I look at the woman I am today, I was not her. And even that proposal that I love so much, I created that for people a few years ago, and they were like, nah. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is to die for. What is wrong? And they were like, nah. But now,
it's so funny. It's funny how you say that, Shalina, because that's how I felt like the Lord was speaking to me. He was like, don't worry about your classes if a lot of people come. He said people gonna need it later. And he said just keep on creating, because you could do so much, because what happens is people need to see your expertise. Like if you stop creating, right? If they come to your website, you ain't got no classes, what they gonna buy?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if you have like 20, 25 classes you created for the last year, they got things to purchase and they can then it's more valuable. So I'm like, that's why I said I'm gonna keep on creating. I'm gonna keep on making classes. I'm gonna keep on doing it, regardless if I get 5 students, 2 students, whatever. I'm gonna teach these classes. It's gonna be replayed. I can always resell them. So I was thinking the same thing, that same mindset. Like I'm just gonna keep on creating. I don't care. And the Lord just kept on telling me, just keep going, keep doing it, keep going. It's gonna make sense all later, because everybody gonna be like, they're gonna be wanting to get in Shakima's Esther Perry class. They're gonna be like, Shakim, you got class? Yeah, here the link. That's it.
This is the comedian of our class.
Yes.
That's it. I tell you, it's true, because I think sometimes we get so discouraged because it's not happening now. Like Shalina went through a process. We all got to go through that process. Nobody's going to sit there and come out the streets, the internet streets, and blowing the game out the water without having a process. Right. Even Stevie, she had a process. She's been in the game for 11 years. All of them have a process. So if you look at it like that, that's why I don't stay focused on, like, when I see Shalina numbers, I be happy for them numbers. I said, that's about to be me in a minute. You know, I'm happy for her, but you have to look at that process. And God just was keep on talking to me about, Shakima, I'm building you. Just keep on building. Keep on building. People are they're going to want your classes. You're going to find your ideal clients. Don't worry about none of that. So you have to stay focused on what God is telling you to do in that season, because seasons change. You'll be 1 minute, nobody's buying your classes. Next minute, you getting 40, 50 students, 100 students. You be like, what's going on? It's because it's your season. That's why. I will preach this thing. Don't.
Yes. I always listen to what Shakima when she's on live, because she's always preaching and telling the truth. God. Don't let her get into it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So that was the message I was going to send earlier. Is create. When you're in your waiting season, create. So now when people come to you, like now you have, how music is with a discography. You got some. I love to look at musicians they're just like Stevie Wonder's prolific. You don't become prolific by just sitting around waiting for people. You do it because you love. Like I tell people, I love coaching. That's why I believe I'm gifted in this area. I love every day. I'm thinking, how's a new way I can do this or how I can do that? And I pass that along to my students. Like, think outside the box. But just imagine what Shakima said. You're supposed to be so grand. You're so great. You can help people. And when someone comes to your website, remember I told Phoenix, when they come to your YouTube, whether you got a lot of views or not, you should have videos up there that look good. They're gonna be like, oh, well, she's serious. And like Shakima say, you're supposed to be so grand and so great, and then you're not creating because nobody's buying. But then when people come to your website, there's nothing for them to buy. You ain't create anything. And it's create. Like with Dr. T, it's like you have to future-proof your business. And that's what I'm saying. Always think like, So actually, guys, I am teaching a class tomorrow. Like I said, I got 5 students in my class. Every class ain't a home run for me. And that's all right, because I learn. I'm doing all time.
I believe I'm one of them, I think.
Yes, Dr. T is one of them. And to be quite honest, I don't really want to give all my secrets away, so I'm kind of glad. But even still, I'm already going to repurpose this, though, into something else. So I'm always thinking 2 steps ahead. And you always got to think, how can I monetize this? And how can I repurpose it and make it bigger and better? And then, because when people come to me, they're like, oh, Shalina, it's what cracks me up, right? They be like, oh, Shalina, can you teach me how to monetize my Facebook group? Oh, I have a class for that. Here's the link. Oh, Shalina, can you teach me how to, with Zoom, I got a class for that. And it's like, do you want to be like that? Yes. Or if I don't have a class for it, I'm going to create it, because you have to anticipate your people's needs. And then it's like, I'm telling you, when the crowds come, they're going to come and they're going to be buying your stuff up. It's going to happen.
And then if I don't have the class, I'll be like, here's Shalina's affiliate link. Praise God. Amen.
Well, the thing is,
on a $5,000 product, let me stop. I'm playing.
Oh, yeah, $5,000. Yeah, so the 5,000 one, that's when I just build it. People come to me and I build it for you. And we do that. So wait, what would be 15% on that 5,000
I
though?
know, that's what I said.
Oh, we gotta do
50%
that.
on that 5,000.
They're like,
I think that's oh dang, I'm bad with numbers. Is that
You
one?
said 15% on
Yeah, that's
5,000?
1,500, I think.
I think
Seven-
it's
yeah.
750.
Yeah, 750.
Oh, 750.
750. Mm-hmm.
I
Is it,
said,
man?
shoot, give me them big products, praise God. Get them affiliate links. Pass that link over to me. Amen.
Hey, listen, if you want somebody to me, they wish link and you build. I have no problem doing it. 'Cause I didn't have to do anything.
I actually have a class on that.
What on what? Who has a class?
On hustling.
Hustler.
Because
What
they
kind of
call
hustle?
me, it's just a hustle. The other ways to hustle. And the other one is affiliate links. Other one, yeah, that's another
It's a
class. That's
hustle.
pre-launch. Because I'm a hustler. So
I'm a hustler. Oh my
Listen.
God.
other ways to make money.
And you know something, I will leave you guys with that. That's Selena. Yeah, I know her. She been fired since. Hold up. Oh, that's Daryl. She been fired. Hey, I went to school with Daryl. Hey, Daryl, said she been fired since I met as a teenager. Thank you, Daryl. I appreciate that. So
Little
listen,
Shalina.
yeah. So here's the thing: is and I learned this from a friend. I don't discriminate against money anymore. As long as it's legal and I didn't have to trample over anyone to make it, I'm open to it. Because before I was just like, I'm a coach. That's the only way I earn money. Man, I had a few years ago, I had a chance to learn how to really learn Shopify and really kill it. But I was so stuck, like, no, I'm a coach. I don't earn my money that way. Instead, I put together a program to teach it. But I wish that I had this mentality now, was as long as it's legal and I'm not trampling anyone to get it, I
That's
will
right.
earn it. And Dr. T, don't you think that's a different mentality? Because
It
some
is.
people are stuck, like, I can only only earn it from my job. I can only earn it. I don't know. They think money is hard.
And that's that class. Mm-hmm. Because
What's the
that's how
name?
I sustain my business. I gotta go to my site. It is called, I guess, basically how to use other systems to make money. So basically, for example, my beauty line, I have that, but also I think
Tell
outside
us about the eye. I still
You should get an eye
waiting
cream.
for a link.
You
I
didn't
did
bring me
get
some
an eye
to my eye cream. How long ago was that?
The eye break.
I
Yeah.
know. No, it wasn't. But you just said it. Like, it's now time to really push myself to get that eye
Come
cream
on,
going.
listen.
Right?
I don't need it yet, but I'm gonna need it in the future.
Right,
do.
exactly.
Oh, wait a
So
minute.
it's
So
just
I
another.
need it.
I don't need it yet. No,
I
you
just want to support
the
her.
one that
That's
said
because
that you
you're
needed
squinting
it.
without your glasses.
You the one that said you needed it, Shalina. You
So
was like,
it's just
I
other
need
ways.
it.
So, for example, right, no limit. So, for example, I'm not your traditional eye doctor. Who knows of an eye doctor that makes house calls?
I don't.
Goes into schools and examine our low income kids.
All right, girl, you better do it. Yes, girl.
Me. I don't do what your traditional optometrist does, and so for one of the things that Shalina talks about is that when you get a coach, I've spent money on a coach. I'm a business coach, and they didn't listen to what my business model was. They wanted me to conform to what the industry standard was, and it didn't work. But this right here is working because it's allowing me to think that there is no box, because that's the same mentality that I have, that there is no box, and this is the solution to what's going on in this time in my life.
Mindset. So keep your crown says mindset. Yes. So like I'm even open to like that's why I challenge them. Like, what are your different skill sets? And offer that. But if you're so stuck to no, I just teach students, or no, I just do this, you'll miss out on a lot of opportunities. So even for me, like the things that for me teaching these smaller classes, oh my goodness. I would have been like, no, like I don't do that. I just coach. And man, but this has been such a change for me, and I welcome it. And so you wanna keep your options open. It's so funny. You know, the MLM say, "Do you keep your options open?" Like I understand where they're coming from, but they make me feel icky when they say it. But y'all, you especially in these times, you got the hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Find
because
different
I have a real estate investment company. I stopped doing it for a while, but I'm definitely going to get back into it. That's stuff I'm going to teach later, too. So real estate
Yeah, also
investment.
too, look, let me put this out there. I don't care what nobody says. I'm in the blessing circle too. I don't care what nobody had to say about it, because when I sat down and I looked at that opportunity, I'm like, this makes sense. Now it's not like super easy in terms of, oh, you just do one thing. You do have there is some legwork you have to do, but in the big scheme of things, it's not a lot. But once again, people look at that and say, oh, that's a scheme, that's this, that's that. No, it's not. But once again, I'm open to that. Like I said, is it legal? Am I hurt?
Illegal?
Am no, I ain't doing. Okay, let's go. And then
Mhm.
it's just, everything isn't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? There are people who want to do paparazzi. Okay, that's fine. That's not for me though. Reason why it's not for me is because I'm like, my mind is my inventory. I don't have time to pay nobody something. My only person I pay each month is my membership site. I don't, you get what I'm saying? I don't have time for that. I gotta ship stuff. I don't have time for that. For me, like I am the product. This is the product. But I'm not gonna knock anyone else's hustle if that's what they do. You know, if you do hairdress, I work with my mind. This was what I work with, but I always wanted to be the kind of person I get paid for thinking. I've always wanted to do that with my life, and I'm doing it. So I'm not going to knock what someone else is doing, and everything isn't for everybody. And some people, even though they're on their jobs, they love their jobs. Like Dr. T, she loves her practice. So we're not going to bash her because she's actually her own boss. Like that's what she wants to do. So we don't bash people and stuff over here. I don't like that kind of stuff. We don't bash people. Yes, Judah says, hey, Judah, she says, be disruptive. Yes, yes, sisters in a blessing circle. That's cool. That's cool. Keep your crosses. I'm with Shalina on that. Listen, wait a minute. I gotta be careful when I pull up these comments with YouTube, because sometimes YouTube people be off the chain. Okay,
don't pull up the wrong comment.
Yeah, I got cursed out real bad the other week. I said, they called me a protein shake. I said, wait a minute.
Where did they get that from? It's crazy.
How does one become that? And are there any openings? And how much? What's the going rate for that? I pulled up the comments. Oh, let me get off the comment. It was so funny.
Oh God.
Let me pull that comment down. So, Dr. T says, thank you for your work with children. Dr. T.O.D., the OG. Reading levels of third grade readers is critical. Some students struggle because they can.
I left back in third grade. That's why I do what I do.
Listen, Dr. Stephen Jones got all the statistics for you. You ever
Yes, he does. I found that out yesterday in his class.
He was like, don't you? And it's true. He said, don't you know that it's a 67% chance that students get higher grades when they have a dedicated workspace, when they have a dedicated desk at home? And it's true, because I'm so much more productive because I got a dedicated desk. I love my
But you talk about that all the time.
You better listen. Sitting around in your pajamas, eating. No, listen, I have a place where I do live streaming, and I have a place where like I do the heavy lifting. And it's true. It's a dedicated workspace, and that's where I do my work. So he's right. But he will tell you them statistics now.
He will.
All right. So keep so much more where this comes from. It is so much more. So Phoenix, did you ask your question? We don't want to keep you guys for too long because I got to prepare for my class. There only 2 people showed up.
Me too.
For my class. But it's all good. It's all good.
It's 10 o'clock, right?
It's 11.
No, it's 11.
No, the
Oh, my
class is
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's a class.
like all 2 people coming to it.
No, what time is your class? 10,
10
right?
a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and let me just since I showed everybody else class, let me show y'all my class, right? Or at least
show her, please.
let me
Go
show
ahead.
Yeah, you gotta
Listen,
show your
y'all need
class.
to buy her
You
class
need to get
tonight.
her class right now. Get it.
Get her class. Get her to 10 students at least.
Yes.
Is that the content one, Shalina?
content
Trust me,
class.
that's why I did it, because this content creation is killing me.
I'm jumping on. I'll be on this.
Well, you'll be on there because you have a pass and you can take any class you want. So I want somebody.
But listen. I support you though. I support.
Whatever. Don't make me no charity case, okay?
No, I'm not gonna do that. No,
I'm not no see, but I'm being
you're
transparent.
not charity case.
Because I want all of y'all to realize that sometimes you're not gonna always hit a home run, and that's okay. Who cares? Because then when someone's like, "Oh, Shalina, how you do a video like that? How you do that?" I got a class.
Right, you got a class. That's it. You prepared. You ready?
Prepared. I am
Your
not.
website is ready, honey.
Listen,
It's
And
ready.
trust
I be
me,
going on there all the time. Like,
That's how I
it's
got
ready.
started. Mhm.
I don't have time for all of me explaining myself 50 million times. I really don't. So
think about it. Think about it. Okay, go ahead, Shalina.
That's the class.
That's a class.
Let me show you some of the things I might show you. I might show y'all how to do tomorrow. I might show y'all how to do. So very quickly, I'm gonna show you guys this. But see how much of I care about them. I told you about all their classes. It's important to me that they win. And I want to showcase them as much as I can. And yes, that's what it's about to me. So do you see? So you guys, do you see? Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why am I here myself again?
Because you went on to your live feed.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, wait, why am I hearing myself? Wait a minute. Hold on, okay.
Shalina, can I give a testimonial while you're figuring that out?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
So what I wanted to say was that, I would definitely recommend, Shalina has described me as the sophisticated customer who like basically goes through everything, makes sure everything is in order,
sophisticated.
that
extra.
I'm not wasting my money, basically. I'm not wasting my money. I have invested with Shalina like 5 classes, online school. Like I can continue to invest in her because she knows what she's doing. So if you are interested in working with her, be it at the minimum at the sizzle class or, brand strategy
dinner with the diva,
dinner with the diva, trust me, I would not be working with someone who doesn't know what they're doing. I've been thinking about starting a business for so many years. And she's even, so all right, use this platform. She told me to use the platform. I couldn't figure it out. Once I got in the class, I had the class done in 2 weeks. So definitely she knows what she's doing. If you are wavering, I've done all the research for you. Trust me.
Yes, she does know what she's doing. Because when I came in here, I didn't know nothing. And I'm almost at 2K. Almost. Getting close.
And the one thing that I read in between. So remember when I posted my figure of almost 1.6K, what I did was there was another business that I didn't tell you about that I created, which is a concierge service. And that is hiring me personally to provide eye care to or be a fill-in for a doctor. So I added a product on the school website, and now I'm able to send that link to any doctor that wants to hire me to fill in for them. So instead of them going through my business, so I added that to it as well.
Wow.
Remember you said
it's kind of like personal coaching, but you really going out there to do your doctor's thing,
do my doctor thing,
do your doctor thing.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Like I figured out. I said, listen, I only want one platform, so I figured out all the ways to use this platform to run all of my business through the same like platform, and it really, really works. So let me try to show you. I don't know what happened this time around. I don't appreciate. So okay, I think I saw what happened. But let me show you all again.
Yeah,
Just
show it.
some
Go
of
ahead,
the
Shalina.
things. Thank
Go
you.
ahead,
Thank
do
you
it,
so much
girl.
for allowing me to share, y'all. I really appreciate it. So I want to show you guys some of the cool things that I like to create. So if we look at, this is actually a video. That's actually a video that that's a video that I actually created for my free offer. So see how pretty that looks, how like slick that is, pretty it looks. So this is like scroll stopping. I mean, yeah, it's like people stopping their scrolling. Like, oh, what the heck is that? Oh my God, is it moving? Oh my God, it's something. What is that? Right? That's the level that you want to begin to be on, right? And so I learned how to do these kinds of things. Also, something else I'm going to teach you in the content class is like those slick graphics that you may see a lot of people do, and you wonder, oh, how did they put them, how did they do this, or how did they do that, or how are they using these images and putting themselves in these images? So this is what Sizzle is about, because the marketplace is so crowded, right? That you have to stand out.
Right.
And so I just press buttons, and so I'm going to teach some of my secrets to how I create these things. And like I said, whenever I teach, I'm free flowing with it. So because the class will be smaller, I think I'll feel a little more relaxed. I might share a little bit more. So if you're interested in creating these kinds of things, everybody definitely
jump on in her class.
Jump on it. You'll definitely
get
jump
in.
on it. Sizzle. And Phoenix does what she does, but Phoenix is into graphic design. So she, she's definitely into graphic design. So I just figured out how to do this stuff like on the internet, you guys. And it's a lot of free resources that can help you look like $1 million. And it'll help you look like $1 million and everything like that. And so I think I might get one more student, but like in the morning. In the morning, I don't care. Who's here in the morning?
No, you listen. You gonna get some students tonight in the name of Jesus.
That's right.
No, because I don't want to share all my secrets with everybody either. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Because listen, can I be totally transparent with y'all?
Yeah.
You have to create distance. You gotta create distance between you. You don't want to be telling everybody your secrets. A magician doesn't tell you all that tricks.
Oh my God.
The people who want to invest, get you some tips, have you looking. But I don't want everybody to be looking at me because then I gotta up my game again. You know what I mean? Like right now with the virtual backgrounds, people are doing that. So I'm gonna kill them now. I'm gonna be on a terrace in New York. What? Now next thing I know, I'm gonna be on a terrace, and I got to be in an airplane, a helicopter next. Virtually, I gotta figure something out here.
I know a helicopter. That'd be funny.
Actually, I saw the pyramids. I was getting ready to add that.
Oh, see, she ain't Egypt and all that. So
all right. It's funny, right? Remember we just talked about how somebody come on your website, you have classes. If you since you have all these classes, I can have a pass. How you gonna have a pass? You had no classes. You'd be like, you got 2 classes. Oh, you want to buy a pass? I don't want no pass.
So let me tell you the story behind the class pass. One of the things is you must listen to your customers, your clients. So Shakima said, listen, can I buy like 6 months worth of your classes? She said, I'm gonna need more help. And I produce classes quickly. And so I knew some people were starting to feel like, oh my God, did I sign up? Oh my God. So Shakima said, can you create like a pass? And can I pay for the pass? And I have access to the classes for a certain amount of time. And I thought about it, and I was like, big companies do this all the time. You have season ticket holders. Yeah. So I have like classes, and I'll be adding some more. So Shakima came up with the idea, how about you create a pass? So I created a 6-month pass to my class, and it makes sense because so many people buy my classes. And if
I give God glory because God told me.
Yeah, she gave God the glory, right?
Because I was thinking about like I need more like work. So I'm like, I need more time because it felt like every time it felt like Shalina was gonna close the door and be like, "Oh my God, get the class! Oh no, I gotta get more classes." I felt all crazy. Ask Shalina if you can have 6 months in her school and pay her this amount. And I was like, all right. I said, Lord, you sure? I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask. I said, I don't know. She's gonna say no. But now she said, yeah. I said, number God. I'm gonna give God
That's a
glory.
good idea.
Yeah, so she
So
has access.
I'm gonna use that too.
She has access to the current classes I have and any future ones that I may have for 6 months. And it makes a lot of sense to me because she buys my classes all the time. So I have a couple people, another person bought it because she's constantly buying my classes too. And like that's the name of the game. But see, had I not been creating when no one was buying, I wouldn't be able to do something
exactly.
like this. So,
I'm gonna do that in the future.
You know, so this Stephen Jones
that's
said,
my future product.
He said in Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name. Yes.
So all right, so Phoenix said that. So you guys, we want to would you all like me? I you know, I'm asking because I want to enroll you in the vision, but I'm definitely an idea I had was on Sundays. We'll pick the best days, but I want to do more hot seat coaching like this to help people because like I said, that's my way of giving back, being able to directly help people. And I think this is fun. Then me and my clients, we always end up having fun, laughing and joking.
I know I'm a little crazy. I know y'all love
and then you just helped me create a whole nother class.
Okay. I guess she'll tell us that. And Dr. Steven, shout out to him. He earned $897 on his first class last.
Yeah, he might get some more money up in there.
Yep. So we are just super excited. Phoenix's internet is acting up. But if you have any questions, you guys
meet of the week.
Make sure the best thing, get into the online school. That's the best place to start. You will learn so much about yourself. You will learn so much about being online. And then you'll see how easy it is really not. Like people think that it's easy and it's really not all that easy. So Ruth says, Shalina, do you still want the class that on the discounted high end? Oh, I didn't even know you were offering a class. I just know you asked the question about the high. What is that? I don't even know what that's about. So tell us what it's about. Because I didn't know you were teaching class. Yeah, so Jerry purchased her ticket.
Class.
She was like, can learn on her own pace. So that's why that's good. Caroline says, yes. So Caroline was the first person. Kathleen was the first person on here. So shout out to her. So Rue, you gotta drop the link or something because all I know is you created a poll. I didn't know anything else about anything else you were doing. So if you don't mind dropping a link to that. But we're gonna be doing it. So those of you on YouTube, join my group so that you can know when I'm gonna go live like this and when I'm gonna do hot seat coaching because I want to help you all too as much as I can. And this is fun. And this gets to stay up here so people can ask any kind of questions. All right, you guys. So, Rue, if you can hurry up and get your link up here, that would be great. So, I just have a question for Shakima and for Dr. T. Like, where do you see yourself? Because where do you see yourself in like December?
December?
Mm-hmm.
I see we at 30K.
I see me at 50. That was my goal.
I see me at least close to 30K. That's my goal. And I believe it's achievable. I just gotta keep going and being consistent, scheduling myself, and just listen to anything that Shalina says. Anything she says.
That's it.
I'm gonna get my 30K.
And that's key with the schedule. That's my thing. I found another software though what's the name of it? Monday? I think it's called Monday.
Okay.
Monday.com. Yeah, Monday.com.
Yeah, it's supposed to help with scheduling.
Yeah, that's the CRM.
What's the CRM?
Monday. It's really for a business. I don't know if they do that for it's like a business.
But they have it
to help with your customers and clients and your employees. But I don't know if they have like a separate one for like personal.
No, but it is for business, but it also has where you can schedule your stuff and your content and go live. There's something on there
they probably have something new. I didn't know. That's all I do
So,
is that.
because I was saying to Shalina, I was like, I'm having difficulty with scheduling. Like my mind is going so fast on what I need to put out that I can't get it on to process how I'm going to do it. So, yeah. So my thing is scheduling, because she's been asking us to do the weekly schedule, and I'm like, well, I know that I need
are you talking about for your group, or are you talking about this
for
in
the
general?
online school. For the online school.
Just for everything. She
For
wants
everything.
I got you.
So the key about that too, y'all, is take your time. And one of my superpowers is focus. And I learned this in a book called Time Warrior. It's a really good book. And with Time Warrior, he talks about just focusing on one thing and building out one thing, and then you move into the next thing, and not feeling like, oh my gosh, I need to have everything created at once, because you don't. And
that's true. No, that's definitely true. That's true, because
prioritize.
I focus on, like, okay, so I have a class coming up. I focus on that class. I have another class coming up in a couple of weeks after. I focus on that one thing. I schedule my Facebook group for whatever I'm teaching within that time frame, and then that's why I was doing my Facebook lives and things like that. And then I just schedule. How I do it is, like, I have my work schedule, and then I have whatever I do after, and I just write it out. So after I'm done, when I'm done, I just go through everything that I'm supposed to do that day. That's all I really do. So I schedule my my whole week for my group is already scheduled, because I know what my next class is going to look like.
Okay.
And then I write down everything I'm going to schedule. That's why you saw the book on the in the pop-up. Okay. I write it down, everything I'm going to do within every single day of that week. And then I just recycle and do the whole thing over. Okay. That's all I do. So when I before I wasn't doing that. So when I didn't do that, I was all over the place. And then I was sitting here like 9 o'clock. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't post in my group. Like, who does that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no,
that's
9 o'clock.
Me.
I did that too. But what I did was, if I have a whole week schedule, I don't got to worry about 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock automatic. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Boom. Schedule. You got to schedule. I normally schedule on Saturdays, and I do a little bit on Sundays. I'll try not to, because that's my day off. But I do, like, if I don't finish on Saturdays, I do like at least 4 days on Saturdays, and then the other 3 days I'll do it like on a Sunday if I don't have time. But yeah, I just schedule it out. I write it out, and then I put it on the computer, and I just schedule the whole week out. And I know I already know what class I'm going to teach. I already know what I'm going to do. I know what the content I'm going to use. And that's the reason why I was able to do 5 days of Facebook Live. I couldn't do that if I didn't schedule my group. I could not do that. I never did a 5-day ever.
Yeah, I try to get 3 days. I try to get 3 days in on Facebook.
Gotcha. So I'm about to repurpose that. My Facebook Live about to drop off in a minute. But I'm just saying, that's how I was able to do it, because if I didn't schedule my week out, I wouldn't be able to do nothing. I'd probably be passed out somewhere working a full-time job. So that's how I schedule. You know. Okay. I'll try that.
Yeah, definitely try it.
Yeah, so, I'm gonna do a class on that too.
And I'll be the first to sign up for that one.
Listen, try it. So, everybody, I had a lot of fun, and I thank the ladies for hopping on. I really, really do thank you all for hopping on and checking it out. I'm like looking at something right here and checking it out, because this is, I have a chance to be able to hang out, and I have a chance to be able to share, and I love it. So let me go to Rue real quick. Rue was saying, so Rue made a post about who wears high-end perfume. I said, well, how do you define high-end? She said 300 and up. I don't wear 300 and up perfume, okay? I don't even know what that smells
300?
like. I don't even know what that's. Maybe Dr. T knows. I don't know what that
is. I don't, because I can't wear perfume around patients. So,
for $300, the most I spent for perfume was like $40, $50 maybe.
Okay, that's you're out of your league right now, okay? So $300. I'm out of the league too. I was like, oh wait, $300. So she created a post, and she says, I was the only one who expressed interest in purchasing. I did. Okay, I'll just flow with it. So Phoenix is talking about that. So Nadira is Ketlin is talking about that. So but still, Rue, tell me more about it though. because I
$300. I'm not paying that much money for
perfume.
not for no perfume.
I
Certain
might
things,
know. I
It
might
sounds-
know.
not for perfume. Like for certain
It
things, yeah,
sounds
I
like
spend $300 for, but not perfume. No.
So it sounds like you can get the vials, smaller vials with the, I guess probably a mixture of perfumes that might be adding up to $300 because it looks like they were small vials. They weren't like the things.
I mean, if it's like a combination of
Oh
other
wait! Oh,
perfumes,
excuse you, Shakima. You're out of your league in this conversation. She said the most she spent was 600.
Oh no, I'm not spending no 600 on no perfume. Now you tell me some.
My
now you
perfume.
Tell me, no, now you tell me when I had the money, you tell me some Louis Vuitton shoes. Yeah, absolutely, $900. I'm banking that.
I'm still not spending that.
I'm baking that, but not no perfume. That's gonna waste on my body. No shoes. Yeah, I do some shoes.
No, wait, no. Here's the thing. Yeah, no. Listen, just because I'm gonna buy me, I'm gonna buy me. I said I'm gonna buy me. I'm going to purchase some $300 perfume. Reason why is because it's like it's going to be a reward thing for me, but nothing's out of reach for me. Now, but still, some people still might not value that, but I don't want to say I don't want it because whatever, but I don't know. It might feel good. Like if it's $300, honey, it might make you feel like Michelle Obama. I don't know.
No, I mean, hey, to each his own, but I think I don't value perfume on that level. Like I like perfume. I buy different types of perfume. I don't value perfume like that.
That's true too.
But there might be people. That's why she's
that's what I said. I'm just saying. I was like, I couldn't do it. But hey, do your thing. But shoes, I'll do it. Shoes, bags, shoes, yeah.
That's like Christian Louboutin. I heard they hurt your feet though. And you still gonna spend all that money on them even if they hurt your feet?
Spend that money.
See, that doesn't make sense to me.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Who would spend $600 on a pair of eyeglasses so they can better their eyes?
I would.
Okay. If I needed them, yes. If I needed them. If I don't need them, then no.
Wait. Listen. I wanted a new perfume. When I looked for it, it was $1,100. The perfumer didn't make a sample. She said if you purchased, you couldn't return it. So like Rue, Ketlin, you might need to get in contact with her because she's spending $600 now. So let me tell you this thing, this is just like us busting it up, okay? Let me tell you. One Christmas, my then boyfriend, now my husband, he was like, he's so good, so sweet, and he doesn't ask for that. He was like, "What you want for Christmas?" We went for Christmas. He said, "Christmas." He said, "I want some headphones." I said, "Okay, it's all right." And then I said, "Well, tell me the kind you want, y'all." He sent me the link. Them joints was $300. I was like, I love you and everything, but the thing is, he's really into that stuff. And me, see, once again, remember some of the time, the kind of customers, I don't value headphones like that. I use them. I don't value them like that. So to me, I was like, for some headphones, he was like, he really wanted them, and like he takes good care. I was like, okay, he wants it. But me, I'm a 5 and below type girl. I just go into the 5 and below, grab some headphones and put them on. One time he put on my 5 and below headphones, and he says, I can't listen to this. It's hurting my ears. Like, what you talk about? That's the jam. He says, no, you don't hear the noise and the fuzziness and the this and that.
It's probably because it has a clear. It does have a clearer, like when those high price ones. Yeah.
I said no. It's just headphones to me. Then he let me listen to his. You know how you front? He's like, you don't hear the difference. I was like, no, good. I heard the difference. But at the time, he helped me to understand something.
What was it like? Beats headphones? Because Beats headphones.
Beats is not good enough for him. It was something higher than that. But what he helped me to understand was that in this instance, I didn't value headphones the way that he did.
Mhm.
And then what he made me do, then I'm still not paying no I don't know. I still might not pay $300 for some headphones, but I'm not in Five and Below anymore because he taught me there is a,
Is that not possible?
because I'm not in Five and
You gotta
Below.
go in between.
Gotta go. I don't know if I'm going over 50 though. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, because I don't really care about hearing that well or whatever. I don't have it don't have to be crystal clear like I'm in a studio. Child, shoot, I'm up in
I
the
don't care
studio
about hearing that well.
walking down the street, get bust upside the head because I think I'm in a studio with Dr. Dre. I don't need them to be that clear. But Five and Below don't cut it no more. That's all I'm saying. So wait, let's see what they
So
say over here.
you graduated.
I graduated. Wait a minute. So they over here. Okay, so they all purchased. Wait a minute.
I need to know what perfume they.
Oh
get
yeah,
at
that's somebody else who said they. What's going? That's $600.
Okay, so Rue found a company that sells vials for
right.
much cheaper. Okay,
That's what I kind of figured.
Oh, well, I can't even pronounce that name.
Rouge. What is
No.
that? Francis Kerr.
Wait a minute, Maison.
Jean
Francis Baccarat Rouge. 450 Eau de Parfum.
540 Eau de Parfum. Parfum. That's how I say it, Parfum, because I'm from New York. New stuff.
Wait a minute. This is the equivalent of us walking in a restaurant. We want that filet mignon and that merlot.
Filet
How do you
mignon.
even pronounce this? Maison
Francis.
Child.
She may have to send the audio on that one.
It's Francis Coconut Bunker under them.
I don't know what headphones they were. They were expensive. But how do you even pronounce that? Okay, both are good. Okay, there is a lot of undiagnosed dyslexia. Wait.
What?
I'm talking about the girl's perfume.
She's talking about us reading it. She's trying to say dyslexic.
I can't read French YD supercalifragilistic. I don't know what that's. So they are having a good time. She said no. So she'll spend $600 on perfume, but not on them glasses though.
Them glasses, nah.
What? There is a comprehensive eye exam that is performed at the Eye Institute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's an eye exam. That's not eyeglasses. And if they're in Philly, if they put that in from Philly, I'm a graduate of the Eye Institute. So, yeah.
Just said MF. See, y'all talking French.
Are they having their own conversation or something? Because I'm like, I don't want to talk about eyes and then perfume at the same time.
She said someone can buy me the perfume.
Someone could buy her. Oof, ain't gonna be me. I love you though, but
this is the other story. My then boyfriend, my husband, and for Christmas or my birthday, one of them he got me a candle. This candle was $150.
Ooh.
And I said, why would you do that? Do you know how many candles you could have got me for $150? He was like, but no, I remember how much you told me you love candles and this and this. And I'm still just like, okay, y'all, this candle was Artelier or whatever, came in this beautiful box, a glass container. It was nice, but I'm still like for $150, but the story and all that. And I'm just like, I'm still not spending $150 on candles, but there is a market for people out there like that. You know, so you never want to rule that. Me, I'm like, $30 on a candle is saying a lot for me. $150, I'm like, oh no. But in a way, I'm kind of growing out of that now. And it's like, I don't really want to put limits on myself or whatever. And if it's like, if I don't like it, then I won't buy it. But I don't want it to be like, that's just not something I can have, you know?
Yeah,
so $300 perfume, I mean,
for me to probably buy $300 perfume, I mean, it gotta be the bomb.com. That thing gotta like do an automatic refill.
She said automatic refill. For how long?
But no,
Like
it
for
has,
life?
it has to be multiple times, at least 5 times.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. They just schooled us. Maison Francois. They said call it MFK.
MFK.
Okay, say
Call it
MFK.
MFK.
Okay. All
What
right,
does
we
it
got
smell like though? Like they just
what
had
fragrance?
was it Joe Malone? Oh, that's
I think she's
her
asking about the headphones, probably.
I don't remember the headphones. I just bought them. I don't even. You only use it on special occasions.
First of all, I
how
spent
long does
$300
perfume
and
last?
then
But the
I can't.
perfume doesn't last that long.
I know, but then I can't use it after I spent $300. That's ridiculous.
No. Dr. T, keep your crown. She paid $600 for her glasses.
Oh yes. So she got top notch stuff. She got the works. Or the frames were designer. Yep.
But I mean, who knows? Who knows what may happen?
The candle was Artelier.
Atelier. But
And
you know what?
Big box.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. You know, you just because I'm gonna be so wealthy. Who knows? I may do it one day. Y'all may see like, guess what, guys? I got that $300.
Listen, if we talking about wealth, I'm buying property. I ain't buying perfume.
No, property that's already done. Like I'm gonna have hotels and complexes. I'm already there. Let me stop.
All right.
Yeah, no property, but no, I'm just saying in general. If I wanted to treat myself, I said I'll probably just buy it because I want to tell y'all.
I remember right when I was like in 2014 when I was first starting my business the first time, and I had like no money, and I was volunteering for this this place called was it Dress for Success? No, Career Wardrobe. And I had
I donated there.
Yeah, I had to go around to all of these people and get sponsors or whatever. Okay, they say Chanel is 210. I have Chanel pants. That's okay, but that $600 one just seems exotic to me, so I think I want to try it. I don't know though. I might just start a GoFundMe for it, right? So
you better stop.
I remember we went to Swarovski's and we had to ask the people at Swarovski's. You know, Swarovski's, they have like, now that's me.
New York City.
All of these, beautiful, shiny crystals and all that stuff. And I remember when we walked in there, everything I liked, I could not afford. And then I remember back in March, that was in October. In March, I came back and like I had like got some things going. And when I walked into Swarovski's in that time, I walked in there and they were looking like, no, she ain't gonna buy nothing. I walked in there and I remember reading a man named T. Harv Eker, and he is the Millionaire Mindset. And he teaches to practice being wealthy. He said, practice it. And he said, wealthy people, they don't make a decision, they get both. And so instead of saying I can have either this or that, he's like, figure out how you can get both. Then he was like, go to a nice part of town and practice being wealthy. So he was like, wealthy people, they don't look at the price tag. Now, he's not saying wealthy people being irresponsible, but he was like, if it's something you want, you don't stress over the price tag. So I was really getting things going. I remember when I went to Swarovski's in October, I couldn't afford anything. And when I walked in there the next time, I was like, anything I put my hand on in this store, I can afford comfortably. And so that just felt good.
I know that felt good.
And when I walked in there, the guy was like, oh, this is the sales section. I didn't pay him any attention. And I just went for what I wanted. And I'm so upset I cannot find this ring. I don't know where I put it. But I said, I want that ring right there. And he said, you lost
that ring, girl.
You lost the ring.
I think my husband he misplaced it somewhere. I don't know where it is.
You go.
But I got the real one right here though. But you know what I'm saying? So I just said I want that ring right there. I didn't look at the price. They said, well, that's not the sale. I said, I want that one right there. And I didn't even know how much it cost until he rang it up, but it was just the freedom that I had worked hard. I had earned it in my business, and it was my reward. So I kind of had this special thing with Swarovski's, right? And it was such a beautiful ring. And I remember buying it, but I don't know if it was almost $300. I don't remember how much it was, but because it was like 5 years ago. But it's kind of one of those things where I may do the perfume on the strength of something like that. Like I can afford it and I can have it. Now, I do want to invest in real estate, but I think sometimes you can have a little bit of an indulgence sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that's but they over here telling them
I'm gonna buy the $600 perfume because I'm gonna tell
right.
you.
You're really not gonna buy $600 perfume. Dr. T, you think she gonna buy that?
I would do it.
She
Just,
can.
like,
She
listen,
will. She will.
I would do it just to call y'all and tell you I did it. I just say, hey guys, I
And
bought
take
that
a pic.
$600 face.
And take a picture, and she'll be like,
I'll be like, look, I brought it, guys.
Oh, so listen.
"Oh, she's a real estate broker."
She's a real estate broker. Kevin's a real estate broker. Yes, you can have both. Keep your crown. Says I agree with the real estate.
Yeah, that real estate.
They're laughing. I was treating myself after. Oh, she was treating herself after a $500,000 sale. That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, girl. What's your name? Come on, let's connect. Let me stop.
There's a
That's
book.
There's
a book called Happy Money. That's a must read. We got some.
Oh, thank you.
Hanging out on YouTube late tonight. That's what's up. Phoenix. Thank you. Keep your crown. Yeah. So Kelly, you need to join my free group. You need to join the free group and hang out with us because, like I said, I want to get into more real estate as I earn money. I do, but I don't know where to start. I know there are different programs out there, but it's just nice to just kind of be around people who you all heard us say we have these aspirations. So yeah, so after a $500,000 sale, she treated herself to a 300. Yeah, she treated herself to that. That's what I'm talking about.
Praise the Lord.
So
that's what's up.
We're happy about that. Are you guys enjoying this? I actually am. Sometimes I just like to just unwind and laugh and talk. And
we had a good time.
Listen,
we had a good time.
We run hard here. We push ourselves. We run hard. Some people
work hard. We gotta laugh hard.
Times Dr. T is running her office. You have 3 locations, right, Dr. T?
No, I got rid of because of COVID. So I got so this is why the online school trying to just another stream of revenue because of COVID, I only now have 1. But because I also do the mobile eye care stuff, I have three things kind of underneath the eye care stuff, and then we're also launching telehealth hopefully in a couple of weeks. So we'll be able to do eye exams via virtual, hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
And when you gonna release your eye cream and stuff?
I'm hoping next week because my friend in New York is getting ready to beat me up.
Your friend in New York, you've been promising me this for like how long?
Shalina
I got your eye cream here.
So how am I gonna get it? How can we purchase it? That's what I'm talking about.
You may have to just inbox me. It's $20 for the eye cream.
Why can't you put it on your store and do it that way and figure out how you can collect our shipping information?
But you can't sell product on the store.
Yes, you can.
Oh, you can?
Oh, we've been working it out. Yeah, you can. There's ways around it.
Oh,
you can do
it's going on the store by next week.
Okay, thank you.
Sell product on the store, it's going on there next week.
Oh, yeah.
Give her her eye cream, please.
Yeah. Don't say it like that.
I'm just like, I'm messing around. I'm messing not like that. I'm messing with you.
It's just nice and light. Put underneath your eyes. Nice. Get rid of the puffiness. Get rid of the raccoon eyes. And have anti-aging lotion.
Well, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I do got dark around my eyes though.
Yeah, start using that. That'll get rid of that.
So so you guys can all so Dr. T,
I will invest in it because it's yours, but I'm not putting it on. I'm joking. I'm messing with you.
No, but
I got lotion. I got
if it helps my dark spots, yeah, absolutely. Like I don't have.
Yeah, I'm gonna put. Now that you said that, maybe I'll be able to put some pictures up because I started researching this about 3 years ago, and I've been using the cream for 2 years. So as it seems like statistically with lighter skin African Americans, we get the right raccoon eyes, and so I don't have raccoon eyes anymore.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that now.
You know what, Shakima? She always see Shakima. I say I'm just a believer in the person.
I'm gonna give Shakima a half. I'm gonna give Shakima a half of it because she gonna use it.
That's
you
messed
use
up.
You gonna use it?
No, I'm gonna use it. No, yeah, because if it's gonna help, I didn't know it's gonna help my dark. I do got dark spots.
Okay, so
So
listen.
I just don't have
all
wrinkles,
right.
thank God.
So Phoenix said
All right,
she's
Phoenix.
too. So Dr. T, we're gonna talk shop in the pop up about, or no, we'll talk shop in the SAS whatever, or wherever
In
SAS
Assassin.
about how you can do that. But no, we figured out a way to sell your physical ones too. You put in a little bit of
Okay.
legwork, but still, you can just get it done. So
Okay.
Oh, Phoenix wants some. See, Phoenix wants some too. See, you got a bunch of customers. You better get your money, girl.
see, this is the stuff.
Hey, cool.
What
Get your
happened,
money,
Ricky
girl.
Williams? Are you doing? I don't even know what that is about. I'm not even gonna put that comment up there. So Ruth says, Dr. T, are you an allergy sinus patient?
Am I an allergy? No. Do I sound like I got sinuses?
You mean does she treat patients like that, or
Maybe she said.
I know I treat allergic conjunctivitis if you have allergy.
oh wait a minute. Listen, okay, y'all want to hear something funny? Wait a minute, Dr. T. Ricky Williams said, "Are you doing hotel?" I said, "I ain't putting that comment up there. We ain't doing nothing in no hotel." Then he said, "Wait a minute." He said, "I'm at wholesale." So, Dr.
So
T,
that's that class. So that's the class that I'm talking about. You got to go to my school, and it's about hustle. I can't give you, huh?
well, he said, "Do you do wholesale?"
I'm
Dr.
kind of understanding his question. I'm kind of reading.
Are you talking about
I'm kinda-
wholesale? You talking about real estate wholesale?
I don't think he's talking about her product that she does.
For my product.
Oh, for wholesale.
I think I know what he's asking. So mine is a little different, and I can't give it away because it's in my class. So you got to buy my class to understand how I get my products.
Okay, so she's
Oh,
saying,
that's what the hustling class is about. You get that. I hear you.
Oh,
Dr.
Oh
T,
yeah.
OG.
So you know what? So yeah, no. That's a good point with the sinus of the patients. They typically have the raccoon eyes. It's just to help to get the puffiness off. I never marketed that way for the sinuses, but I could.
Yeah, go ahead, get that strategy going.
I could.
that is so funny. Ricky Williams said, "Are you doing hotel?" No, I ain't doing nobody's hotel. Then he said, "I'm at wholesale." I'm at wholesale. So he says, "Okay, so how can Ricky Williams get in contact with you then if he wants to know more about your product?"
He can inbox me at Tamara Hill Bennett if he wants on Facebook. I don't know how that works. Or 2020 Eye Doctor. I'm on 2020 Eye Doctor on Instagram.
Okay.
2020 Eye Doctor.
All right.
Praise God.
Anybody else with any questions for us? Because I'm gonna have a good time waking up early to do my class. I only got like
Next time we're gonna have to have wine.
Stop,
Next time we're gonna have to have wine.
Oh wait, he says QVC. That's why I asked that question. I feel funny after Ricky Williamson's. What? I feel funny after Ricky Williamson. Are you doing? I don't know what that means.
QVC. So no, I haven't figured out how to mass produce. I guess that's what you're saying. QVC. I haven't thought about going to QVC. That's a whole nother process. I don't think I have enough behind me to do that unless you know how I can do it. No problem. Be on QVC.
You need to go to Shark Tank. Get somebody.
I'll be eating up alive in there.
They be like, I got this.
Not with them folks.
They be like,
not with them.
I'm telling you, you'll get $500,000.
I watch it. I would have a heart attack.
You know what? No, let me tell you something. It's just fair. The thing is, if the Lord leads you to do it, do it. Why not?
Shakeen, were you going on Shark Tank?
Would I go on Shark Tank if the Lord let me? Yeah. If I had a product and the Lord told me to go, yeah, I'm not scared of them people.
Oh, so she say that now.
Look, I'm God's child.
Right.
Praise God.
So she walk in there and she gonna be like, oh.
Especially, I still haven't gotten it, and maybe somebody on here. It's like when they're asking the percentage and what the value is of the business. My husband keeps still trying to tell me I have a small QVC. Okay.
That's
all right. You need to get in contact. All right.
Okay.
So what your husband say?
He was like, "Why don't you understand numbers?" I was like, "I'm terrible at numbers. I don't understand why somebody comes in," and that's why I became an eye doctor. I'm not an accountant. And I'm like, I'm still trying to understand that if I'm asking for $500,000 and they're giving you the $500 with 20% stake, and how that I can never figure it out. So I'll be messed up at Shark Tank because I don't know how to speak that language.
But you can learn those. You can learn.
I can learn. I can say, listen, this is how much I pay for it. This is how much the markup. This is how much, I get from each sale. And that's it.
And then you never know though. So that's why I say,
yeah, always be
never
open.
know.
Just like Shalina said, open.
Okay,
Praise God.
so Drew wants to know what's QVC. What's QVC?
That's
QVC
is it's kind of like Home Shopping Network, not network. QVC.
I don't know what the QVC stands for.
I forgot.
One of my friends models for QVC.
Yeah, I think it's like it's kind of like home. I think that's what it is because I remember
it's like a home shopping network. It's just called QVC. It's a home.
But I think she's asking, what does the QVC stand for?
I forgot.
Well, he said he has a small QVC, but I think she don't really know what it is. Everybody know what QVC. I don't know, but I know HSN is Home Shopping Network, and they're all kind of similar. So
I don't know what QVC stands for.
I don't know.
It doesn't really say. It just says QVC.
Dr. T, you look real nice, girl. You changing it up. You changing the game. I see you.
Yeah, did you know she has green eyes? Do you know she has green eyes?
I did know she did have a different color. I didn't know what the color was, but you can see it more because she.
Yeah, because I don't usually wear makeup.
She bringing her hair down. Oh, shoot. I'm like, hey.
I'm taking a page out of Shalina's book, having a look glamorous.
Listen.
I had to get myself right before I get on here. Somebody came and come on. I was like,
I had already done a live. I had done the live right before I had finished my live because I try to do my lives a half an hour.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did my quality live, but I wasn't ready.
Okay.
I wasn't ready.
Quality,
value, and convenience. Oh, okay. That's what it means. We just go by QVC and HSN.
HSN. And I was doing some research. That industry was born because somebody was supposed to do some celebrity or somebody was supposed to host an event where they were doing a fundraiser and they had all of these can openers. It was some type of item like that. And the celebrity was supposed to host the event to raise money. And then they backed out. And so the man was left with all these can openers. And he was on a radio show and he said, I ain't getting stuck with this. So he started talking and saying, hey, I have these can openers and they're at this amount of money. And hey, here's where you can get them. And this is how much they cost. And every time people would ring in and buy them, the amount would go down. He said, we have this many left. And that birthed the Home Shopping Network industry.
Gotcha.
It was a mistake. Somebody backed out and somebody said, I ain't going to get stuck with 1,500 can openers. I'm going to, like Dr. T, I'm a hustle. I'm going to sell these bad boys. And then they birthed an industry. So,
sure. You don't know that eye cream make you $1.5 million.
So wait, so Daryl.
All right, you put it out there.
I'm saying it.
So Daryl,
$1.5 million. And don't forget about me, okay?
I won't.
So you guys,
that's the one thing I don't do.
About folks, right? So Daryl is someone I went to Duke with. I went to college with, and Daryl actually he did something really interesting with his life. He had like a near-death experience, and he did something different with his life. And he finally decided to start playing the flute again. He had used to play the flute. He put it down, and then he has taken it to levels he used to only dream of. Like I know he was playing. He's played all around the world now. He's played at different institutions. That's cool. He's an example of someone who, like, you just kind of, even he's a doctor as well, but he just went for something that he always wanted to do. So Daryl, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's something that I really appreciate with Daryl. And I believe Daryl was in a fire, and a great portion of his body was burned. And so he had this like near-death experience. And when I would follow his writings on social media, it just did a lot to him. and he just decided, you know what, I got a second chance at life. And in addition to his career and moving up with that, he decided to pick up the flute again. And he's like, oh my gosh, I just practiced oh, see, I was right. See, y'all, I have a good memory about people. Y'all don't think I be paying attention, but I do. So Daryl says, yes,
We know
I'm
you pay attention.
performing in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Wow.
He's an example of going back to your first love. He says, I am correct. Going back to your first love and taking it to a level that you've only dreamed of. So I wanted to give you a shout out for that, Daryl. Thank you for being an example.
Yes, Daryl. Thank you so much.
Just, you know,
And
going
the flute
back
is one of
to
the best instruments.
the flute. Listen, he's doing his thing all around the world with it now. So he's really going for that. And yeah,
That's
Daryl.
amazing.
So that's
That's
just
amazing.
amazing. And I wanted to
Mhm.
just congratulate you, Daryl,
Yes,
for
we love
sticking in
it.
there, because you could have given up.
That's right.
But he didn't. And then and he's still doing his professional career, and he's doing the flute. So Daryl and Dr. T, you guys should definitely connect, because Daryl may know other doctors, Dr. T, who may have their own practices. So he's definitely a good connection. So Daryl, connect with Dr. T. So Dr. T, Daryl,
Shalina's mine. I tell you, I didn't even put that
I
together.
know, right?
I'm just thinking like, oh,
Daryl's a doctor, so
doctor.
she needs to connect with other
doctor.
doctors.
Makes
And
sense,
then
right?
they know other doctors.
Right.
That's
Who
right.
have their own practices who could really benefit. So Daryl says, thank you. You inspired me as well. That was what I needed. I appreciate it. You're welcome, because you're amazing. And you never know where it can come from, the slightest places, you guys. So I love everybody. I'm going to hop off of here. Like I said, I will be doing some on-the-spot coaching. This was fun. I learned about some perfume, $300 perfume, $600 glasses. Was it $300 headphones and all this stuff. So this is really, really amazing. So Dr. T, I will connect you with as many of my doctor friends as I know, because I don't know who knows who. And
yeah, so just one of the things that I do, almost like, I guess, Dr. Jones, we play on statistics, right? So one of the things that I realized, I had somebody research for me what I'm doing. Nobody's doing this. So I can't even find other platforms that I can link into to pull from for students. So like, there's no platform like this as far as helping doctors to sustain their business.
Well, that's good. That's good. You're supposed to be the first one, so you'll be able. Because the thing is, you'll get more clients that way.
Yeah,
everybody else doing it, so that's an avenue that God opened up for you to do.
Yep.
So now you're gonna get a whole lot of doctors that's gonna be interested. So that's good.
Yeah. So Daryl, can you commit to connecting with Dr. T, and Dr. T connects to you for you to introduce it to other doctors who might be having their own practices? Because I know some I went to school with. But
and Duke, that's where my daughter wants to go for law.
So yeah, Duke. And then so we know a lot of them in the Research Triangle Park. But like I said, I have no problem connecting people. Like I said, so we can connect. So Ruth says someone needs to do a news story
on you.
Listen,
yeah, they do.
Listen, Jerry Darby, she is someone in the group. I'm trying to encourage her to teach a class, teaching people how to get your articles published and submitted and published with magazines, because that's also something that you can do as well. So Jerry Darby is really good at that, and I'm trying to get her to teach that class. So Daryl said, absolutely, I love the idea. So
awesome.
Daryl, he's in that industry already, and we can all do this. All right, you guys, this was fun. I'm gonna hop off of here. My lovely, lovely, beautiful co-hosts. Aren't my co-hosts beautiful and pretty? Like, y'all don't understand. When I interact with y'all afterwards, I just thank God, like, wow, you trusted me with these beautiful, brilliant women. And he's like, yes, don't you remember you asked me for them? Like, I was in my journal writing, thanking God for these beautiful.
Phoenix was back on.
Oh, Phoenix. Oh, she's not on. Okay.
No, I said I wish she was back on.
Yeah. So I was thanking God in advance for these beautiful. I mean, you guys, I have doctors, I have PhDs, I have lawyers, I have like real estates, I have like people, so many people from so many industries who are my clients. And I just think back like, wow, I prayed for it, I worked for it, but I thanked God in advance for them. And then they're also beautiful. They really are. And I'm not, if I was a line of all their pictures, y'all would be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Because you know what? I love beautiful things and I love brilliant things. And so you attract what you are.
Yes,
And
you do.
you attract what you are, and you attract what you want to be. And that's why I don't tolerate the ugliness, the cattiness, because I'm not ugly, I'm not catty, and I don't want that. But my clients are so amazing, and to see everybody grow and earn that money, thank you. See everybody earn. So that's why y'all on YouTube, y'all need to get in. Y'all
I need to get these dark spots. Some stuff.
All right, give me your address. I'm mailing it tomorrow.
Listen, you gotta put the link up there, right? Or no?
Oh yeah, you gotta show me how to put the link. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
Catlin says yes. You guys are beautiful. Thank you for tonight. You're welcome. There's plenty more. Keith Crown says all true. Phoenix is beautiful too. Phoenix, her internet was just hating on her. She says thanks, ladies.
And her kids want a good night and her good cuddle.
Okay, all right, you guys. So we are
we thank God for you too. I pray for you too. We love
alignment.
Thank you. Alignment. So everyone who's still watching, listen. If you're not in my school, get in my school. Seriously,
get in my school, please.
The link below, right there. Get in. Yes. We have one more comment.
It's bestsellingyear.com /
y'all. Okay. School. Yes. Can we please? That's the school. Get in. Y'all want to get a good laugh now? Can we get a good
ahead. Yeah, get a
laugh.
Yes.
The laugh now is on Rue. Okay. Because guess what Rue is still talking about?
No, don't talk about perfume.
$300 perfume. She's still playing with that $300 perfume.
Rue, what's going on with you, Rue?
She's trying to get y'all smelling good. That's all.
I buy it in 2025.
I got you. All your coins. All your coins are getting.
Rue, listen, Rue, she's not your ideal client. Just don't pay her any attention. That's I do. If you're not my ideal client, I don't pay any attention. So, Rue says retired command sergeants major. What's up? Is that a perfume? Who like 300? What does that mean?
Is she a retired command sergeant?
I don't know. But we can't even pronounce that name.
Rue, what you talk about, Rue? What you talk about, Willis?
I'm still stuck on the Maison Francois. We ain't know what the heck.
MJK or MK.
MFK. Ricky Williams say thanks. So Ricky Williams has his own QVC, so you might want to hit him up. So you can do that. Wait, Rue, guess what? So you're a command sergeant?
Yeah. Yes, she is. That's what she was saying. That's exactly what she was saying. Retired command.
Oh, she's a retired command sergeant major who likes $300 plus perfume. Okay.
I honor you, Rue.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you so much for your service, Rue. Let me stop now.
My brother just retired from the Navy.
But Rue, this is my question though. If you only wear the $300 on special occasions, what do you wear any other day?
The $20 perfume.
Bath and Body.
You cannot go from Bath and Body to $300 perfume. Or can you? Bro, what do you wear out? What do you wear any other time? That's what I want to know. Because if I got it, why can't I wear $300 perfume every day? I can't just get it once. Like that's like fine China.
That's what I told you. Only time I get it, it has to refill itself.
Well, you ain't never get. So she's not your ideal client. Don't pay her any attention. Wait. Oh, she's a real one, but you didn't tell me. What do you wear when you're not wearing that $300 perfume?
I'm a well-rounded woman. You are, praise God, Lieutenant.
No, she's a command sergeant.
I'm sorry.
You just downgraded her.
I'm sorry, command sergeant. 10 Hut.
About face. Wait a minute.
About face.
Okay, so she wait a minute.
60 to $150. We
cannot play in y'all league. Like, what is okay? What is 60 to 150? What is it?
That's what they say. That's what they wear other than the
Regularly?
$300. Yeah.
Regularly.
So I'd rather, so that means I spent almost $1,000 on perfume. Not happening.
Daily.
On the
She said
daily.
daily.
We can't. Oh, she trying not to wear the same fragrance. Oh, y'all sophisticated.
Yeah, they sophisticated by
I can't wear it. Y'all are actually cracking up over this.
Oh, man, if I find a perfume I'm like, my husband was like, one word. I'm like, like, you gave me a headache. Roll the window down. But they don't wear like, okay, so y'all are on a different level than we are. They don't wear the same
higher level.
Oh, we're not as sophisticated. That's okay.
No, we're not. That's okay.
You didn't even know.
That's okay.
I'm sophisticated, but I just don't wear perfume.
Because you can't. But so yeah, they sophisticated. They say they wear. Okay. They said I said it. The presentation matters. It does. But I mean, dang, I feel like.
So I have a question. I have a question for Caitlin's Corner. So does by her wearing that more expensive perfume help her to get $1 million sales for homes?
Mm-hmm. No, but does it last longer?
Versus her not wearing perfume at all.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. While we're waiting for her, when I do my my coaching and I'm doing my video sessions, I put on perfume. They can't smell it, but it makes me feel a certain way.
Okay.
So I don't know if that. She said it does. It helps her.
And you know why that is?
You asking me or her?
Because of your. No, I know, because of your senses. So she's basically creating. And depending on what that, because I also study that because of the products that I have. So based on the smell and the scent, that is going to encourage somebody to be more pleasant and maybe spend more.
I'm gonna get some $300 perfume.
No, forget you, Shakima. No, you stick with Miss Tussie, the kind of deodorant you get in the from the 80s.
I'm gonna get it now. I'm gonna attract my husband. That's on the way. Amen.
That's right. See, Keep Your Crown said yes. She said yes. So I was right.
I'm gonna track my husband. No, matter of fact, I have to get that $300.
Shalina has left the building now.
I know. She left. I'm sorry, Shalina. That hurt your feelings. Shalina, don't jump. Don't jump, Shalina. Oh my God. I have never laughed this hard in a long time. Oh my God.
She needs to do this again because this is like a Friday night chill session and still learning about
funny.
And the thing about it, you guys, we've never actually met. We were just in the classes together. We've only done this virtually. So look at what you're getting, the camaraderie that you're getting with the people that are in Shalina's class.
Yes. Where you go? Where you go, Shalina?
Dropping science. Listen, cause speaking of real estate, my husband a few years ago he purchased a book for me by you know that New York $1 million listing, and it's Frederick, and it was like wee kicks his legs up and stuff. He's really a crazy character. Well, he wrote a book called something sales or something, but in it he was talking about your appearance, and he was the first one who he really helped me to understand your presentation. And he was like, if I'm trying to sell $1 million house, he needs to look the part. And he was like, so if you don't take the time to comb your hair, it says a lot about you versus somebody who, they do take the time to get their hair done. It means that they care. So he began to help me to understand presentation. So one thing that he suggested for women, and I've kind of stuck with this, but I haven't worn my watch lately, but he said women to wear big face watches. So I just ran and got my watch, right? And he was like, women wear big face watches because he was like, normally you can wear the little dainty ones. He was like, but he thinks it's interesting and it's sexy. It's interesting for a woman to wear like a bigger face watch because it's a bold statement. It's like you're a boss. It means like, because when you're in certain arenas, people do pay attention to what's on your wrist.
Correct.
So I thought about that. I talked to my husband about it, and then he purchased his watch for me because normally it would be the smaller face, like dainty one for women. But when I wear this bad boy, this is an Invicta. When I wear this, I like to wear it with like a crisp white shirt, and I have it like pow. And it really is a statement piece. And it's like, wow, they're not used to seeing women with big face watches. So I share that because it's along the lines of what we're talking about, like the perfume and the different things. So like you kind of find your spots, but like I do pay attention to someone who does smell good, and different things like that. So I love and Caitlin says all of that matters. It really does. So I haven't worn it.
I'm changing my mind.
About what? The perfume?
I'm getting a $300 perfume.
Oh, wow.
She's going to have to send
a
link now.
She's
going to have to put the link in.
Because you know what it is?
What?
It's because it lasts long, right? That's what it's supposed to. It better last long. And also, I want to get married. My husband's going to smell me from a distance. Let me stop. No, get me wrong. I mean, it all depends. Like, unless matter of fact, I'll get my husband to buy it when I
have
married.
A different opinion about the watch, but
okay, go ahead. I want to hear about the watch.
Because if you're going into spaces, is basically putting you on the same level as a man. So it kind of takes it away from you being feminine and having more of a masculine presence.
I don't agree with that because it's unexpected. And to me, this exudes confidence. And I always want to stand out. And I'm telling you, I get so many compliments from men on my watch. But once again, it's something but it's your style too. So like Dr. T, I see you being more elegant, more eloquent in certain.
Dr. T coming out.
Right, you're coming out, right? Honey, I'm a diva. And I mean, let's take it to. Thank you, Diana. Let's take it to the audience. Women with a big watch. And I have various kinds of watches, but I really feel like this is my CEO.
No, but the thing is, Shalina's already girly already. So like nobody gonna think anything different.
Well, I'm not saying that you have to be that way. I'm just saying it's when you're going into, you don't have to what?
She don't have to use a lot of that expensive perfume. You should.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay.
And somebody said something.
No, I said real estate coach or real estate coach?
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. It works for Shalina, not Karen. Who's Karen? All right. So Aisha Exquisite. She says, I wear big face watches as well.
Okay.
So Ricky,
I mean,
I
have an Apple Watch.
He's saying
a big
no.
face Apple Watch.
Okay. So
she said
that she's agreed with Dr. T. And I think it depends on the woman. And she says, see, I disagree. I always wear a large face watch so I can see. I also
that's what it is.
Glasses.
So she can see.
I also wear my watch with the face on the inside.
Me too.
So, I mean,
Me too.
I think
I have an Apple Watch, and it's a big face watch too.
Yeah, I always have to turn to look at my watch. But I don't really wear anything anymore. I used to.
Let me tell you, y'all can't tell me enough. When I have on my crisp white shirt and I got it rolled up.
Yeah, because it makes you know what it is with Shalina. It makes her feel like a boss. Go ahead, boss.
It makes me feel like a
Go ahead,
boss.
boss lady. Go ahead, boss lady.
It makes her feel like a boss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Caitlin's up. Oh, Caitlin, you're a confidence coach. You really need to be in my school, honey. Confidence coach. So we some people like, okay, so this is the poll. Yes or no? Do you like women wearing big face watches? Yes or no? That way we can tell. Because I'm already yes. I think you can wear what you want to wear. I'm already yes.
Yeah,
And then Dr.
it
T
doesn't
is
matter.
no.
It doesn't matter to me.
Shakima is what? You got to be
I'm-
yes or no.
Okay. Yes.
I be
Because
going in the hood, so I don't wear
I
nothing.
wear big face watches, so yeah.
Okay,
I
so
would say yes.
Shalene is yes. Shakima is yes. Dr. T is no.
No. She said, heck no.
So Caitlin says, I do wear big face watches. I personally like them better than small face. So she's a
Okay.
yes. Aisha's a yes. Rue is a yes.
Okay.
Phoenix
Okay.
is a yes.
All right.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
I'm sorry.
no, I'm
Dr.
sure.
T, you're lost. Let me stop. Let me stop playing. Not playing.
So listen, if you are any kind of coach, a confidence coach, even if you want to teach people how to sell real estate, like I'm my famous example, if you want to teach, if you're a goat herder and you want to teach people how to become better goat herders or whatever, come to me. I will show you how to build your online
Yeah,
school.
she can teach you anything.
Create those classes, how to teach it, and how to monetize your knowledge and the things that you need to do. I really would love for you guys to come on. Okay, so keep your crown doesn't wear watches. So how do you tell time? Cell phone? All right.
Cell phone. I don't keep.
So Daryl says yes if you are thick. Okay.
I got that one.
That is hilarious. I'm done.
So Ricky says no. So Ricky agrees with you, Dr. T. He doesn't like women with
If you're
big face
thick.
watches.
Yeah,
You got
but
some
it
thick-
looks. It has to do something with. Yeah. Okay.
Or it might be the generation.
It's
But-
generation.
When he first said women in big face watches, I was like, huh? Like we wear those little but those little dainty ones, I can't even see the time. They put all of that.
Shalina needs to see.
I need to be
Y'all
able to
all need to come see me and get your eyes checked. That's all I gotta say.
even if we got our eyes checked, you still can't see what's on them small face watches. I can't.
No, she can't. See? She has a reason.
I have a reason. I can't
Don't
see.
knock her, Dr. T. Don't do that.
My
But this-
teenager is telling me it's 12.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we've been it's 12:15. We've been having a good time.
What?
It's 12:15. I'm gonna be all tired
Yeah.
from my class with 3 people in it. And I'm gonna
You
be
know
like,
what? Stop saying that. Don't do that.
People have gone on.
they say it's nice when she's petite. But it shouldn't matter if I'm petite, thick, skinny. If I want a big face watch,
If
I
you want
can
a
wear
big
one.
face,
Daryl.
if you want it, you wear it. You shoot. Don't let nobody tell you nothing.
For goat
Go
herders.
herders. And Daryl said, I'm getting me a Rolex now. Get a Rolly. It don't matter. Get a Rolly. Bust down.
I like Invictus.
Oh yeah,
Invictus is
I
nice.
do want a Rolex.
Shakima.
Yes.
All right. So y'all, we
Yes.
getting all this was just too much fun. So who's
Yes.
gonna get a $300 perfume? But Rue says she can get you she can find it cheaper. I mean, I would
Yeah.
need to sample that.
I
If
said-
she
I
sends
told-
us the link,
I will get
Yeah.
it in 2025.
I mean, if she can get that, if like the 60 to 150, I'm good with.
But the
Now, the
60 to
200,
150 makes me feel basic now.
Oh my God, you're ridiculous, Shirley.
Well, for me, I don't wear
That
it.
makes me feel basic. I'm done.
Because they talking about $300 and $600. Like, whoa. Well, once at $1,100, I'm like, whoa. Now I feel basic. Whereas
Nah,
60
Yeah, but I use
I
what
don't feel
God has
basic
given,
at all.
and
will
I
give
use
$20
oils. I
for
use oils,
$25, $30. I don't care. I don't
and
feel
oils
basic.
last a long time.
I don't feel basic because I'm still girly and dainty. I don't care if it's $20.
So you don't mind smelling like that apple scent from Bath and Body?
Oh, I love Bath and Body
But
Works.
everybody's had that perfume though.
Well,
That's it.
Apple, I don't know about that particular one. I do have other ones I like.
I'm mad they got rid of Mayflowers. They used to have Mayflowers. I'm
I
mad
love
they got rid of that.
my favorite one from what was my favorite?
Daryl
one
says
from, what's the
250
name?
is good.
Me, I
I like sweet pea.
Sweet pea. Oh my God, I'm not basic.
That's
No
back
more.
in the day.
I don't want to be basic no more. So
You don't be
exact-
basic no more.
I don't want to be. I don't want to smell for perfume and watch. So we all upgrading our perfumes and watch.
Okay.
Yeah, oils are great.
Matter of fact, Shalene, I'm gonna buy you $300 perfume.
And you know what? And I'm about what's the thing? And I'm about her what was the other thing we said? The watch.
And then you got the headphones.
Oh,
No,
And she
I'm not,
like
I'm not,
bags and shoes.
I ain't- Daryl said perfume for $75.
That you see, he
She said
talking
it's
my
something
language,
basic.
Daryl. Go ahead, Daryl. 75. That's what it meant.
Okay, so Rue is going to be part of the class. She has a dental appointment. Okay, thank you. But see, Rue started all this talking about $300 perfume. We like $300. Who paying it? But see, after talking, now I'm curious now to see what $300.
Yeah.
I was like, with oh God, here MFK with Maison Francois.
I forgot what it said.
Cocoon.
Man, we do not sell that here. MFC. I need that MFC. No, we don't sell that MFK, right? But now it just introduces you to something. It might be like a treat. All right, because we hanging out with ball of real estate agents tonight. Talking about oh no, you gotta wear $600 perfume.
$500,000. Shoot,
Half
she did
a million.
$500,000 sell. She made like 30 grand, 40 grand over that.
So listen.
Huh.
All right, you guys,
Come
we're
on.
That's
gonna
amazing.
It is amazing. And see, we just be winning around here. And Daryl is an international flute player. Isn't it amazing? The mix we got tonight. This is really,
Yeah.
really amazing, you guys. So tell other people about us. Make sure you join my online. Get in the school. You will be
Get
so
in it. Get in
great.
it now.
Get in the
And
school.
then join the group to be along with us crazy. We have a great community here. So you guys, we're going to get off of here. See you soon. I'm going to be back on Sunday to do some hot seat coaching so other people can be in the seat. And we just had a lot of fun here. And I see a vision of something that I had. I'm not going to speak on it yet, but I saw a vision. And this felt really good.
What
It's just
vision?
going in that direction. I ain't going to share it just yet. So everybody,
No,
good
I'm not
night.
sure.
If
Good
you enjoyed this, let us know. So I love it. Go to Bloomingdale. See, why are y'all? We gotta go to Bloomingdale.
Yeah,
Blooming,
Sac.
no, Blooming.
I'm coming to Saks. Shoot.
This is my auntie Laverne. She says, "Hi, ladies. All of you are all beautiful women. Wear what you like and can afford. I don't think you should go out of your price range. Some people buy because of the name. I buy for the fragrance. But you know what?
Okay.
That's my auntie, my aunt Laverne. Yeah, I agree with that too. But sometimes you can expand, and you know. And I also think you should enjoy the fruits of your labor. So, with that being said,
Yeah, like once in a while it's fine. But if you're
Good
doing
night.
it all the time,
Good night.
Okay, so Ricky Williams said, what time Sunday? It'll probably be like 8 p.m. because I have another event before, but it'll probably be like 8 p.m. But if you join my free group, Best Selling Year, you will know how you could be one of the people who can get hot seat coaching with me. And possibly at the end, we could bust it up like this because this was a lot of fun. I love to laugh and everything. So join this free Facebook group. You will love it. And yeah, so my auntie, you're right. You should buy what you want to buy. But sometimes it's nice to be introduced to some stuff too. So yes, night. Thank you all. All right, you guys. See you on the
All right.
other side. Everybody be blessed.
Good night.
Good night.